Welcome to Conscious Reconstruction, where your mind unwinds. This is your host with the most, aka Tony Melbourne. I'm here with bitches, Big Ash in the building, smacking hoes. She just got into 3 fights over the weekend. She not gonna talk about them, cause you know incrimination and shit.
No.
And we got Big Dog in the building.
Big Dog.
And so we got a great episode talking about the Met Gala and camp and all this wonderful information that Ash got.
No, I'm not going first.
I know, but
I'm not.
I'm not prepared.
I'm just letting people know what's going on in the episode, like I normally do. Let them know what we got going on.
I'm sorry.
I didn't say Ash, which it's your turn. Go ahead, Ash. Get to talking.
Going last.
I mean, it's 2 people. I'm mad at you. Said I'm going last. All right. I mean, yeah,
don't
technically,
prepare myself
you are
for
going
doing
last,
anything.
but you're the second person. But all right, Joe.
You ain't first, you last, right?
I mean,
Bobby.
Yeah, according to Ricky Bobby, if you're not first, you are last. So,
all right. I'm gonna start with some weird shit I found. All right, so hippos right here. All right, save the hippos. Hippos are the champion of the earth. Yeah, hippos.
I thought I was tripping for a second. I'm like,
No, hippopotamus. All right, so
I'm like, I couldn't even say nothing. I'm like, to make sure. I had to
no,
make
this
sure.
is some weird off facts and shit. Like,
Okay, cool.
I'm ready. It was an article about how hippos saved the world.
It gets
I wanna know. All right, so look, right.
I'm excited.
Hippos, like, they're like semi-aquatic mammals and shit, and they're actually the most dangerous animal in Africa.
Yeah, I didn't know that they literally can just.
Yeah, because they're highly territorial. If you get too close to them, like mouth
They
opens
can eat
180
you.
degrees
Yeah.
and slap your shit.
Didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
Learning.
She thought she was gonna come up to a hippo.
Whoa, no. I didn't think I was gonna do that.
If
I didn't wanna do that.
You see a hippo, you stay the fuck away.
I would.
Like,
I
even
would
on
pet
land.
it.
All right, let me tell you, hippos can run 35 miles per hour. So yeah, you stay away from hippos. Anyway, so the things about the hippos, right? So they eat a lot of like vegetation and shit like that. So they produce a lot of silica. About 800 pounds of silica a day.
Whoa.
Yeah, because if you ever had seen like this has to do with their feces and whatnot, because like the plants and shit and like roots and stuff they eat produces a lot of silica, and it provides like 76% of the silica in the river flows in which they inhabit, right?
That's what's up.
Also, their feces kills a lot of fish if there's too many of them in the river, because they just be spurting that shit out.
that's nasty as fuck.
Gotta say, hey.
But it's really
so
helpful
nasty.
though, because
What?
like, all right, one, silica is the main thing for silicone, which is used in iPhone microchips. So
I don't
Where
know
are we
like,
going?
what to say. I'm like,
Where are we going? So hippos.
my brain was so. I'm like, fuck an iPhone,
Okay,
but
so-
I got one. But fuckers.
they produce
I be
800
buying
pounds of that
y'all
shit a
goddamn
day. So
headphones.
hey, thank hippos for your microchips. Anyway,
Thanks.
Man.
like it also produces the silica also produces nutrients for diatoms, which produce about 20% of the Earth's oxygen.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Okay.
without the hippos, we'd be breathing
Would
a lot
be.
heavier.
I think your body is made like some percentage of silica. Ain't that on the chart with all the S's and the stuff?
It's part of our makeup and whatnot.
Yeah. And then
That's
I had
what's up.
to.
And diatoms are important because they make 20% of the oxygen, and they're the base of most food chains. Food chains and shit like that.
I was eating diatomaceous earth for a minute, and literally a minute. I only ate it once, and that was it.
Like, that was
It
good.
just like made me like super conscious, but I think I used it in my hair, and it was actually pretty good. But I just didn't like eating it because it just made me feel hella backed up. Like, I
Really?
just really would like to go use the bathroom, but I can't.
All right, yeah, that was my little.
You
fun
have to
fact
get me
right there.
hip. Did you have
I mean,
anything about bees?
You said what?
Did you have anything about bees?
She's super
Bees?
excited.
I am like.
No, not anything about
Okay, can I
bees.
just say something?
She's asking. It's your podcast
Did
too.
you guys, look, no, this is not good though. I'm sad.
Okay.
Did you guys know that somebody set a bee farm on fire?
Why would you
and
do
destroyed
that?
it?
Why would you do
That's
that?
super trash.
Was there a
Like, I
reason
think it
for
was in Texas or some shit like that.
That
You have to
sounds
look
some
that,
shit
but
some Texan people would do.
no, I was so fucking pissed. They
Mhm.
killed over 500,000 bees.
That's crazy.
That's actually
That's terrible
We
to our
need
population.
no-
yeah.
What?
Especially like honeybees. Like
Bro.
we really need like honeybees, bumblebee,
That's
Initially,
crazy.
any type of bee, because bees like pollinate the flowers. Like
yes.
Yeah,
like
bees,
why?
bees are
bees are so important.
pivotal to this life we have down here.
And I'm
What
like,
was
we
his
lose, If we were
motivation?
to lose bees,
I don't know.
Like
they smashed it. They threw them
economy-
bitches
I'm
in
like,
the
our
river. The,
like,
Oh,
system
not
be
only
fucked
were
up.
they-
like
The
they was
system
just
be
doing
fucked
some
up.
like ignorant ass shit. Like why would you do that though?
That's crazy. That's
That's fucked.
ridiculous. I don't understand why people that be
Protect the
like
hippos and protect the bees.
If I ever get a chance, I'm petting a
and the
hippo.
elephants.
She don't want to pet one.
I know I would pet a hippo if I had the opportunity. I want to pet a giraffe.
A giraffe?
Yeah.
Did I have opportunity to pet a giraffe? No.
You ever seen
At the
giraffes
zoo.
fight?
What?
Oh my
No,
God.
somebody bring up a video of that.
Oh my God. Because it be the wildest shit. Because they be like, whoom.
Oh.
Because they got little horns on here, so they just swing them long ass necks and just be clashing.
Oh my
shit.
God, I don't want to see.
All right. So let me get back on topic though.
No, wait, that's the perfect topic. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm about to bring that shit up. Hold on, wait. Is it all connected to my headphones?
I'm mad you niggas just look it up.
Yo,
You just supposed to see giraffes fight.
did you?
Listen, he just brought up a topic that we've
No,
never
could
seen
you
before. So no,
please?
we need
I
to witness
you
this
to do
shit.
this. What did you? Excuse me, engineer. Could you?
You got a whole phone. Pull it
I
up.
don't. Yo, look, I'm trying to cook ass
What is
over
this?
here.
It looks fun.
No, look at it. Open some ass. It's so
Look,
funny.
look.
I'm having a great time right now. I'm mad at you niggas.
Wham.
No.
And you figure they break their fucking necks. No,
but do
their
you-
neck's strong.
No, I was about to say, can you imagine how much muscle it is in that long ass fucking
Yo.
neck?
Y'all
That
ain't
neck
mad
about as
as
big
fuck.
as me though. Like I'm only 5'2".
Nigga.
What you say?
Yeah.
Ah, ah, knock you in your shit, nigga. Damn. Like, what the?
Nigga, you think you better than somebody out here? You got a foot on my ass, nigga. Fuck you, nigga. Oh, long neck ass nigga. Who you talking to? Your neck long as fuck, dude.
And it's funny though, because nothing
Got a
else is
normal
big enough
neck,
for them to
nigga.
fight with their necks. So anything else, like a lion or anything else around them, they just kick the shit out of it.
Oh,
Man.
wow.
Yeah, they only fight each other with their necks. So what the fuck else is up there with a
Because
giraffe?
there's nothing- I was about to say,
Yeah,
there's
like
nothing
only
else.
giraffes can hit each other in the necks like that.
Get the fuck out of here, man. No, that was funny. I'm sorry. That was the most amazing thing I've seen today. He really was with his neck. I've never seen anything quite like it. And I'm so glad we got to witness this together, Alicia.
Ow, my neck not as strong. Ow, fuck.
All right. So
Not a giraffe.
on to my
Just
next
stay on
little
track.
bit news. One, we recently observed 2 neutron stars colliding. Wait, excuse me. It wasn't 2 neutron stars. It was a neutron star and a black hole colliding. But of course, they weren't within 1,000 light years, so they're not going to affect us. They were like 83 million light years away or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it produced graviton waves. And well, let me explain.
Yeah, what's a graviton wave?
First,
Homie.
neutron star. Just for the people that don't know, a neutron star is a supernova that collapsed but didn't have enough mass to become a black hole.
Oh, so if a supernova collapses,
Yes.
it becomes a black hole.
If it has enough mass.
Mm.
But a neutron star is one that didn't have enough mass, so it's just basically its collapsed core and whatnot that is left over after like it explodes and pushes off all of its outer whatnot. I can't think of the word. Right now. Like, it
It's
just
outer
slipped my mind
shit.
at that.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
like, it's outer.
We got it.
I
We
want
got
to
the
say
outer
atmosphere,
shit.
but I know atmosphere isn't the right
Not
word.
the word, yeah.
But basically, we observed them colliding about 83 million light years away. Just like a little flash in the Virgo star.
It probably
system, I
was
believe.
big as
Oh,
fuck,
wow.
though, like
Mhm.
where it was actually at though, but we
It was-
just couldn't
yeah.
get to that point. But
I mean,
space is interesting.
Technically, by astronomy terms, that happened so long ago. It don't even matter for real.
Yo,
Like, the
I didn't
shit
even
been
think
happening,
about
it's over
that.
with. We're just
Yeah.
getting the light from it right now, so we're just seeing it right now.
Hmm.
Like, that's how they
That's
look at it.
crazy
It's
as
like,
fuck.
oh, we see the birth of stars. How the fuck you see some shit that happened? Well, it happened millions of years ago. We're just getting the light now. So,
Man, hey, no, I'm not high, but my brain is going, like
Hey.
so many places. So many places.
Go ahead. I was
No.
about to say, like, I was listening to this interview between Neil deGrasse Tyson and Arian Foster, and they were talking about, like, how from a quantum theory and a quantum physics view, we're essentially, in a sense, you can look at free will as it doesn't exist if you look at things from a quantum view, because in a quantum view we're like a squiggly line that has like different moments in time. And so sometimes our moment in time intersects with other moments in time, but we would just be that line that's moving forward, and there would just be different moments, and so there'd be forward moments, so we could jump to a forward moment, but that would just be a different point in our timeline.
I get what you're saying.
So in that theory, but it also means that your now and my now could be two completely different things. And so that time essentially, like, your now could be at regular speed, my now could be like a quarter or a tenth of your speed. And so you could be like 36 and I could be the same age when we start at 36, but then you age to 40 and I move back to like 26, and we meet at the same time at this now, but our nows are different points. It's super crazy. It's like when I was listening to it,
comprehend right now.
Shit you get into when you get into like quantum physics.
Wait a minute.
because like I could speed up or slow down, or I could move my now to a different point in quantum physics because I'm nothing but a line.
Yeah.
So I could technically be a now at a previous point. So that's a younger me, but it's still the me of now. Yeah.
I'm gonna let y'all have that right now. We'll come back.
Shit like that also like turns into things like time travel, right?
Yeah, that's what made me think about it. Is time travel.
You like all science terms right now. We can't go back in time, but we could go forward in time. Only way we can go forward in time is like you have to leave the atmosphere of Earth.
Yeah.
You have to be in space. Like if we were able to reach, like scientifically we're not able to reach light speed.
You got to
It's
stop
not a
doing
possibility.
Uh-huh.
But we are able to get close to light speed. The aging process would change. Like I'd be in space, and you would age like 20 years. But if I'm traveling at light speed, I only age 5 years.
Right.
So if I come
So it's
back,
a quarter.
That I understand. I can understand that one.
Yeah.
So you come back, well, you don't live 20 years of your life. I've only experienced 5.
Right,
So y'all
right,
nows are
right.
different.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, I get it. I get
So,
it. I get
In
it.
the forward sense.
I get it.
But so if we had the ability to move backwards, it would still be the same way.
Yeah.
I get it.
Because you would still
I
be
get it.
aging
I
forward,
get it.
I would be moving back, and I'd just come meet you at your now. Or,
get
well,
it.
at our nows, but they would be
I get
different.
it.
Yeah.
So like,
I get
past
it.
you could come through here and
I
be
get
like, "Nigga, don't do that." Come back.
Well, technically, it would be me.
It would be you
would
coming
be
back.
you.
So
'Cause
40. So
The way quantum physics looks at it, and it's like we're all noodles. And so I would say that noodles are consciousness. And our consciousness experience moments in time. Like, this is a moment in time that we're experiencing.
right.
And so my consciousness would move to a previous moment in time. But if we could figure out how to move me out of, like, the atmosphere in this time flow, or the way that time affects us here, and go somewhere else, I could potentially move backwards in time in a different point in my now, but still come meet you in your now, which has been moving forward in time. Yeah, for quantum physics, but that's only because, like, for that we're just a straight line, and there's just moments in time. But realistically, it would be me moving backwards, or I wouldn't necessarily be moving backwards. I would be staying.
Well, no.
No, I would be
It's
moving
like-
backwards.
Did y'all watch Interstellar? I
love
didn't
that
watch the whole
movie.
thing.
Yeah,
Like that.
Oh, how he could just visit any space and time.
yeah.
Like, and when he got back,
Oh,
shit
why
was
did you
not
say that shit?
the same.
I mean, I've never.
That's what helped me understand. Like, I was just like, okay, like Interstellar. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that
Also,
also has to do
oh,
with
okay.
graviton waves, which I was supposed to explain.
Okay.
Graviton waves essentially is the bending of space and time through something as massive as like a black hole or a neutron star. That's how they detected the collision, because we finally got to a point in which we could detect graviton waves. And literally, like, if you could see it as a like diagram, it'd be like the mass, right? Like, let's say it's a black hole, and like, you know how they do diagrams of space, and like you have a heavy mass, and you have like the netting under it to show like space and time and whatnot, it'd essentially be a warp in space and time. So that's how, like, it also has to do with, like, how they were talking to, how they theorized that you can connect space and time through black holes. Because black holes are so massive that they warp it enough to connect two different points. In which, like, if we were able to ever travel galaxies across the universe or whatnot, that's essentially what we have to do. Because even moving at light speed, something 83 million miles away, that's 83 million years in light speed still. So you would have to be able to connect time and space for us to travel across our solar system, travel across our galaxy or anything like that.
Okay.
Through like black holes, or if we were able to just like find a way to connect two different points in space, it'd be like kind of like teleportation in a sense.
Oh, cool.
All right, so on to my other news, right? So Jeff Bezos is out here trying to make colonies on the moon.
Colonizer.
You said what?
Colonizer.
Colonizer.
All white people colonizer. Why he a colonizer? See, whites always breaking out their true colors. Colonizer.
Why?
So,
colonizer.
Why,
man.
John?
The fuck? Why you trying to get Amazon Prime on the moon, nigga? What the fuck?
It's not even that. Why colonize it?
Because the reason being is like
Colonizer.
it's for, well, the reason they said is expand population. Because with the moon being colonized, that means our population can grow to like possibly 1 trillion. I don't know why they need that many people, but whatever.
I don't know if it's because we need that many people, but it's probably because they don't think that we're going to stop fucking.
We not.
And
But
that
we
there's probably going to
not.
eventually get to that many people.
I mean, have you
Making
seen China
babies.
recently?
That's not true.
I think I seen like a documentary where he said like the conspiracy is actually that we actually don't really have that many people on Earth. But I forget what that was. I want to watch it again now that y'all bring that up. He's like, actually, what if we didn't have that many people? What if they fudging the numbers on that? I'm going to watch it again. I can't speak on it, but I just thought about like, damn, what if they lying? What if it's like 500,000 or something? We will never really know.
Hey, no, we really wouldn't know.
We only rely off of what they tell us. There's 1 trillion billion people on this earth. Guys, stop fucking. Like, but fucking it feels good.
I mean, no one stops though. Like,
yeah, no one's like.
I mean, like, China
I'm
got
still
how many
gonna
fucking
fuck.
people, and all they
I'm
do is
still gonna fuck.
like put their females up for adoption. They ain't stop fucking. They kept having kids. They're like,
Yeah,
hey,
them
China,
niggas
like, we
found
got too many
space to
goddamn
live.
people, and they're like, all right, we still gonna keep fucking.
I don't know
We
what
have a
y'all
girl, we
finna
just gonna
do.
send them to America. Like, the fuck? Like,
I don't know what y'all finna do.
like I be at work.
Nigga,
and
we
I
gonna
just
put a
see-
bed
I
in
see,
the
like,
wall,
these
bitch.
Asian girls walking around, right? And I'm like, where your parents at? Like, they be like younger, like.
Where did you see this?
I be at work.
You be at Target?
And I be like, I see like Asian girls walking
I
around.
thought you
and
was like,
whatnot.
yeah, I went to
And I be
Japan.
looking at them like, because they're like younger. And
Yeah.
then I see their parents walking, and it be like full blown ass white people. And I'm like,
Not half
shit.
white people.
I didn't know it was this like.
Whole ass white
I
folks.
didn't know it was like that though. It's like I see so many like young Asian girls, and then their parents are just like white people.
Right. Hey,
I'm
Bob.
like,
Hey,
damn, I
Susan.
didn't know China was doing
Hey,
it like
Sun
that.
Chi.
I got something I want to share about science.
Share it.
So, did y'all know that they shouldn't call dark matter dark matter?
Dark
They
matter.
shooting something? What?
They shouldn't call dark matter dark
Oh,
matter.
okay. I thought you said they were shooting
Why not?
something.
Because
might
it's
as
really
well.
light.
No, they might as well just
I
call
thought
that
you
shit
was
Fred.
about to say
That's what Neil.
Wait.
That is what Neil deGrasse Tyson told me. Is that they might as well call dark matter Fred
Look,
because
if my
they
nigga
don't
said
even.
that, I believe him.
Because he's
Neil
like,
deGrasse,
realistically,
always.
we don't know anything about dark matter,
We
so calling it matter implies that we know something about it. We don't know anything about it, so we might as well call it Fred to let people know that we don't know anything about this.
Okay.
They were like, it don't react with itself. He's like, it doesn't react with itself. It doesn't react with light. It don't react with any particles that we know of. But there's
So
also
it
no
can't be
law.
matter? Is
They
that
don't
what he's
know.
saying?
He says
don't-
we don't
you
know.
still don't know
We just-
nothing. Oh,
we
okay.
don't because it don't react with nothing. And it
Ooh.
also it don't react with nothing, and it also doesn't react with itself.
Nope.
So like normally how atoms and particles combine with themselves to make structures, it doesn't do that.
Really?
And then he was saying that
Hmm.
about 80% of all known gravity comes from an unknown place.
How? Does that
Wait a minute.
Yeah, 80% of all the known gravity, they don't know where it comes from.
They corny.
I met you
fucking
mad.
corny.
These niggas
corny.
corny.
I mean, for once, we know more about our oceans than we know about dark matter.
What are we talking about our oceans? What
We
a
don't know shit
second.
about our oceans. Exactly my point. We don't know shit about dark matter
We
either.
found something about
We
our
know about,
oceans.
we done looked at about 3% of our fucking ocean.
We don't know shit.
We
But
got
at least
we know more about space than we know about our oceans.
I'm
So,
glad
like,
they either taking a turn for where they say science, like, well, we don't know, because I felt like science was so strict. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't go outside. And now they just saying we don't know. We're just literally
no. They also
admitting it.
talked about.
Pause. You gotta
Huh?
talk to Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Oh,
He'll
not the
tell
whole
you
of science.
We don't know because science
Oh,
is too
science
cocky
is-
to be
Yeah,
like, oh
yeah.
no, we
Yeah.
don't know. So, like at some points in time, science is about as bad as the Catholic Church. All right,
Right. It's-
They're
this
like,
is what it is.
hey, we gonna give you this because we don't know, but we don't want to tell you we don't know.
Yeah, nah, because he was like, we really don't know what it is. We should just stop calling it dark matter because
you
that
get
implies that
scientists
it's
like
matter,
him who are like,
Crazy.
hey,
and it don't do
Like, it don't know what it
anything.
is.
But I think
Why
it
we
should
don't know.
has some effect with gravity,
got a
but
rap battle with
we don't
B.O.B.,
know
all right?
anything about it.
Why?
Interesting.
What else did he say?
Huh?
He was saying some other shit. Oh, he told him, he was like, it's crazy how America said that we won the space exploration because we landed on the moon first, when realistically, Russia was the first country to get non-human people into space,
Mm-hmm.
human people into space, have a space station, send a satellite, send a black person into space.
Who, Russia did all that?
Yeah, everything
Oh,
but
wow.
they did everything but land on the moon first. Yeah, all other
Wow.
landmarks.
Propaganda.
They learned the
You're going to be
rocket.
fighting like them
they
giraffes.
discovered the rocket equation to figure out how much of a payload you need to actually get out the atmosphere,
Mhm.
because it's like a run-on equation. Because the more gas you use, the more gas you need, because it makes it heavier. So now you need more gas to account for how heavier you've made it. So you got to keep figuring out.
That's why rockets are.
Yeah, rockets
That's
are
why
super
rockets
inefficient.
are so big, and they always have those multiple chambers that break off as they're going off because it's heavier. Like he said, it's heavier, so you need more of it to get it into atmosphere. Once
Yeah.
you're in the atmosphere, you cool, but
Right.
you gotta get there first. You gotta break Earth's gravity.
Right.
Listen, no, it's just interesting. Like, it's like, wow, so
This
Russia
has just been
figured
I mean,
everything. And
as a
everything else was
recommendation though, for real, watch. Oh my god!
Pull out the list on niggas. You put a list out on niggas.
I'm gonna have to go look
I'ma
it up.
watch
I
it.
can't remember the name of it.
just,
'Cause,
is
like,
it in
Carl
the stars
Sagan-
with no? Neil?
Carl Sagan did it, and then he did the remake of it recently, like last year. I can't remember what it's called. The Universe or
You know, he's actually doing some work on talking about schools and education, I think.
like Neil deGrasse Tyson has to be my favorite scientist right now. Like Bill Nye was there, but they work in tandem too. Then I found out about him, and I'm like, that.
Yeah, no, he's super dope.
Yeah. He funny as shit. Like I said, he got in a rap battle with B.O.B. because he was disagreeing with Flat Earth.
Mm-hmm.
They got into it over Flat Earth. They literally got into a Twitter beef over Flat Earth.
Why are they wasting each
Neil
other's
deGrasse
time?
Tyson?
B.O.B.
Yeah.
is
Like he literally spit verses on some late
on
night show.
B.O.B.
Yeah, dissing
Really?
him. It was a diss track.
Yeah, let that nigga know what's up.
Neil deGrasse Tyson needs to shut the fuck up. All right, it's just,
Nah, I love
everybody
him.
should just stay in their respective fields.
Nah, Neil is hip hop.
Neil is hip hop.
Yes.
All right, so moving on.
Neil's been on the Breakfast Club. Neil can.
Oh, I don't know how I forgot that. Watch
What?
Neil deGrasse Tyson's The Cosmos. That's what it was. Carl Sagan did a one back in like the 70s or 80s.
Oh, he did a new one.
And then like he is like Carl Sagan's prodigy. So
Oh, okay.
he did it again like last year or like 2 years ago. But it talks about pretty much all the shit we were talking about also.
Yeah.
He explains it in depth and detail. He talks about time travel, supernovas, black holes, all types of shit. And it's updated science.
I'm so
it'd be more
interested. I
recent
wanna
science
watch.
and whatnot. I know it was on Hulu, but I don't know if it's still there now.
That noise. That's how you know you super excited. We can only make a noise. Yeah, I know.
I can't wait to get high and watch this shit.
But yeah, get back to what I was saying about Bezos though. Like by 2024,
Colonizer.
they expect to have people up there because Trump's plan only gives NASA till 2024 for the whole space program and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
He announced on Thursday the blue lunar, I think that's what it was called. You'll look at the name again, but basically it was a lunar module that's supposed to go to space by 2021. What's his name's also on it too? What's his name? Elon Musk.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with SpaceX and all that whatnot. But it's called Blue Moon. It's a rover that he's sending up, essentially. But yeah, he's talking about it's time to go back to the moon and stay.
Fuck that. Nigga don't want to go to the moon.
Stay.
Nigga want to be down here.
On it. And they're also working on like space tours.
Stay.
But at this point in time, only the richest of the richest could afford
Of
to go into
course.
space. So
They don't turn this
you know.
motherfucker into fucking, what is that fucking Disney movie? Fucking Z Disappeared.
Wally.
Dead ass.
No.
The old shit that was on like
Hell yeah.
Z9,
That
whatever.
was
Oh.
in the 21st century.
Yeah, that
Yeah, that
I
first
would
scene
love to
was
be in
lit.
some
Because that's how
Z9.
they was doing. They was
That
going
my
back to
shit.
Earth sometimes.
Hey man, look, that was the only time. I ain't even gonna lie. That's the only time I thought Raven Simone was.
Was alright.
She was
Yeah,
man.
that's the first time I ever seen her too. I'm like, oh, is that black girl?
She was. She was cute at that time,
Tasty.
And then she had her show, and I'm like, you alright?
though. Cause she was just goofy as hell
And
on
then
the
she
show.
grew up, and I'm
Right.
like,
No,
I'm good.
she grew up and then she started talking that bullshit. Raven.
She just she disappeared for a while. She just came out looking crazy. I don't know. One day she was Raven. That's so Raven. Then next thing you know,
Then
she's
she was
that
fucking
thing.
Orlando Brown. Fuck she was. Right. Both of y'all asses tripping, nigga.
Great.
that's about all I got from news though. They did find water on the moon. It's underground though.
Oh yeah.
The only way they discovered it is because the asteroids keep hitting the fucking moon. And every time an asteroid hits the moon, it ejects.
I had a
Every time
question.
an asteroid
I
hit
had
the
a
moon, we
question.
don't see it move.
But it could possibly be the water off the asteroids. But I would like to think
That it was
our
on the moon.
technology is good enough to tell,
to
if
tell.
the water was coming off the asteroid or the
I
moon.
just got one question.
I don't know.
What's up?
If asteroids keep keyword
moon.
keep hitting the moon, how the fuck we
Gonna
gonna
be no more
colonize that
moon.
bitch?
That's a
There's
good
gonna be
ass
no
question.
more moon.
We gonna colonize it and just be like, all right, well, there's an asteroid storm. Be careful, everybody.
No, realistically, what I
Pretty
feel like they
much.
should do with the moon, which is probably gonna fuck the planet up anyways. But if we gonna leave this bitch, whatever. No, cause like I feel like what they're like, oh, we gonna colonize the moon, but realistically, what y'all gonna do is colonize the moon and turn that bitch into a mining outpost, and mine that bitch for all of its natural resources. Cause the moon has a lot of natural resources. Like in space,
Yeah.
there's so many more. Like a supernova explode and put so many of the elements that are precious to us into the universe that is crazy. Asteroids have gold, iron, all that shit in it. So like if we start mining space, our technology would jump
I'm gonna be a cyborg in space.
decades.
Turn into fucking
Centuries, for real, for real.
2077.
Because we have enough resources. Like there's a lot of
You
shit
know,
on
we
our
can
planet
make it
that
to
we can't do
2077.
because we don't have enough natural resources in general.
That's only 50
Right.
years. 57 years.
Like we could
Have
start
you seen that gameplay?
traveling the galaxy if
Well,
we started
that's-
mining.
You have
the
to see
moon.
that to see what I was saying.
Is it dope?
It's super fucking dope.
Are you getting it?
Yes, it's not coming out for like whenever it's ready, so I don't know when it's coming out.
So
No,
that you
dead
said
ass.
Like,
whenever
whenever
it's
it's ready.
So. No, that's what they said, and I love them for that because that's what real game companies need to do.
But yeah, that's all I got for news for y'all today.
All
I
right.
appreciate that. That was a nice lesson.
Yeah, it was a hell of a good lesson. Shit. So
Nice
now we got
lesson.
big old Ash. Go ahead and lead us in.
That's so
Until
good.
fucking 4, and I'm off Sundays, and then I come record. But I probably won't wake up till like 11, 12 o'clock on Sunday.
You better than me, bro.
So y'all have just heard
That's just how my weekends were.
how this nigga is a slave.
Ass.
Aw.
It's money, though.
say that the weed smell good.
It do. It just smell like it smells
Ash,
woody and
does that mean
cherry.
you gonna hit the
Look,
blunt?
look the fuck out of here. Does that mean?
Does that mean you're finally gonna hit
So I
you're
get
gonna
the-
give in to that peer pressure and
I'm
hit
gonna
the
be a
blunt?
mom when I get home. Y'all better choose.
Okay, we getting somewhere.
Y'all better.
She get there, Tony like, hey,
No, she
he like, hey, just do that Alicia one time. Just do
Remember
that.
that Dare commercial? Nigga stuck on the couch. and
One
shit?
time
Yeah.
for that
I'm
one
gonna be that
time.
motherfucker.
Complete misconception.
It's like Stu is like Meg did the
melting on
she
that
did the
bitch.
she did the fucking she did the Dare commercial, and Meg was just like 2D on the couch, and he's like, this is what happens when you smoke marijuana.
Riley gonna
Like,
be like,
just-
mommy.
You just don't have the activity. You don't want to do anything.
wanna
You're
do
just laid
anything,
out.
You're lazy.
Look, man,
You should be
Dare was so part of my elementary school. Like, life. It was so crazy.
Had that fucking microphone in
This
your
look-
titties again.
You see the way I looked at it like.
Are you sure? Look, this
Just
is the
one time,
moment.
please.
I'm not
Just
gonna
one
peer
time.
pressure you. I'm
White
the friend that's
cookies.
like,
All it takes
Alicia,
It's
we
It's
have
white
to go
cookies.
home.
Don't be like.
It's white cookies.
It smells so good.
That one time.
It smells like.
This the other thing.
It smells so soothing.
Cause you ain't give me this. You gave me the other thing. I saw there was two different types.
I don't know this shit. I don't know. He gave me two different. He gave me what he gave me.
No, but nigga, look.
Yeah, no, there is. You're right. There's a purple
Nigga,
one and a green
There's
one.
this shit.
Yeah, I ain't give you none of
The
that.
rest of this shit.
Yeah, I gave you the rest of the
Be
shit. I didn't give you none of
prepared.
my. I ain't give you none of my
I
purple
looked at this
shit.
shit, I'm like, there's some purple shit in here.
Yeah.
He not gonna give me the purple shit. He
Yeah.
give me the other shit.
Did
I
you
did.
smoke?
No.
No, she's not trying to be.
I
a-
told you.
Oh my gosh.
I'm
Come
gonna be
on.
at home. No, why you coming over
I was
here?
about to be like, I'm
I'm
staying.
gonna be at home. I'm gonna be at. I'm gonna be at home. Probably gonna be looking at me
Matter
like,
of fact.
Mom, what's wrong? Nothing, babe.
Nothing, babe.
No,
I'm sorry,
it's
you said
fine.
nothing. Babe, it's fine.
No
babe.
fucking sister, I feel good as fuck.
She's like, you know
Come
what?
over here and sit your ass down.
Riley, you want some cookies?
Chill
I
out.
feel like I want some cookies.
You know what? Mommy gonna make
I'm
cookies. It's
hungry.
2 o'clock.
I'm about to make these brownies right now.
Mm-mm. I'm not about to do it today either. What?
God damn it.
No.
I thought it was gonna be today.
I mean, the shotgun in second hand.
Yeah, see, I got the second hand.
What is wrong
Here it
with
comes.
y'all?
Let me
I
just
didn't
shotgun.
peer pressure nobody to do
Let me
anything
just
today.
shotgun.
No, you can just go over there with that. No.
She like, no. Just to know what happened when she was saying no, she was putting her finger up to his lips. Like, don't you do that? Don't you?
No.
I don't want none of that.
Hard-headed.
Not the weed.
Hard-headed as fuck.
I don't know why she didn't want none of this.
The smell is wonderful, but
You stingy.
I'm not.
Has happened.
Why you stingy with your energy?
She like, it happened.
I'm just,
It has
She's like,
happened.
all I needed was one.
We should
y'all
just,
look like y'all be so. It
All right,
looks
so
like a
look.
great vibe.
I'm gonna let y'all know right now we don't lost Alicia for the rest of the podcast. Big dog, she out of here.
If y'all hear random faint voices in the background,
All you gonna hear is, yeah. That's right. I agree.
I agree. I agree.
You got it.
I'm mad that she finally figured it
Yeah,
out.
all right.
She's like, am I too loud? No, it's not that.
Just go bang, bro.
All right.
How you feel about this relationship?
I mean, it's
Yup.
what's her name? It's Big Ash turn.
It is my turn.
Yeah, you
You
about
know,
to
so
lead us?
fucking pissed off
Come
getting
on,
up
go
in the
ahead and
morning.
lead
I
us
would be
to the
pissed the
promised
fuck
land.
off.
We just see the promised man.
If you can't tell, we punched in because we was doing some shit. Had to
That
talk
part.
about some shit, discuss some shit, podcast business.
Podcast business.
But we gonna post twice a day, 7 days a week.
I got you.
What?
One of us is gonna take each week. I told you that.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes,
Let's talk about
like-
podcast. I'm like 7 days a week.
Oh.
See the way my
No,
schedule
no,
is
no,
set
no,
up?
No, that's not what
No,
it is.
no. We gonna be on
Like-
social media, like posting. I told
Post.
y'all that. Like,
No, yeah.
I didn't hear that
Sometimes a day,
part.
You
14 times a
connected
week.
last week or earlier this week with just now, and
Yeah.
my brain did not
Did
go
not.
back into the quantum
With the
physics.
physics, right?
yeah, see?
The
I
wet
was-
She was
noodles.
trying to recover
Yeah,
from
I
the
was
quantum.
noodle.
My
Oh,
now
the
was
noodle.
not in your now.
Yeah, my
Okay.
God was like this. Yeah, that was a noodle real quick.
All right. We out here.
Yeah,
Quantum.
Yeah, hit y'all with a quantum trip real quick.
Hashtag quantum.
What
What the fuck is going on? I'm sorry to talk about this, but the
What the
Raptors
fuck
is
is
down
going
like
on?
10, 20 points. I don't know if that was 68
It's not.
or 58.
It's not 20. It's maybe 10.
All right,
But
10,
not-
whatever. Them
not
niggas
that
is
much.
down, and I don't like it.
We're not
All right,
talking
that's
about that.
wrong.
That's why
We
I
out
put it
here.
on so I could give it my energy. I told you there's only one other thing, and I need to win this so I can win
All
my
right.
money,
All right. Energy.
and I'm done.
So, Ash.
So, me. Anybody wonder why everybody's so
I'm she was
goofy?
like,
Hella fucking weed in the air, goddamn it, and alcohol, Crown Royal. Dun, 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 dun. But
Hey, don't
anyway,
be showing out no liquor. We ain't got no sponsorship. These niggas ain't paying us.
we have generic brown liquor. What would be the generic name for Crown Royal, y'all?
Shiny cap gray.
Sunny
We
Cat
got that
Green.
shiny cap brown. That's a regular. We got shiny cap green, which
This
is
must
the
have-
apple.
this is-
We got shiny cap white, which
this
is the
Canadian.
vanilla.
Hold on, you gotta give a Canadian name, man.
Crown
Nah,
Royal
shiny
A.
cap.
Great.
Shiny cap green, nigga.
Canadian.
A.
Yeah, you gotta put the A on it.
A.
A.
Shiny cap
A.
green. A. The fuck you talking about?
just got the fucking hiccups.
I'm sorry.
What a time. No.
Everything hella funny.
Maybe that help.
Move.
Maybe that help.
I'm mad my nigga was talking with this shit in here. He's like, it'll help. It'll help. My nigga gave us the Game of Thrones dragon.
I couldn't hold it. I was trying to
Oh my God.
Why are you trying to get me so high?
Have
what
mercy
that
on
is.
her.
Can't give her no more because she gonna stop talking.
Yeah, she's listen. We got
I'm
it right
still here
now.
Right now. Like,
Yeah.
but I'm still
All
here.
right. Go to the topic.
All right, y'all. So the Met
I
Gala
was just trying to keep your head.
happened, and a whole bunch of fucking weird shit happened at the
I
Met
still don't know
Gala.
who I'm looking at here.
You're looking at Lena Waithe. So I don't remember the guy next to her name, but he actually helped design.
Is he Pierre Moss?
There you go. I knew it began with a P. So he helped design those suits, but y'all can't see it now. But it says on the back of there, like, Black drag queens invented camp. And that's the theme of the Met Gala, is camp.
Right.
And I felt like it was super important.
That we acknowledge that.
Yeah, that basically,
Hey,
that shit would not be there
Shout
without
out to the
niggas
drag
showing off.
that part.
And if
Like-
I don't know what camp is,
Go ahead.
I was going, but it's exaggerated dress and just like exaggerated like high fashion and like
Right.
doing the most and like showing out
Yeah.
in the most lavish way.
I'm saying, AKA doing the most.
The absolute most.
Yeah.
The most that you
You
can
possibly
do.
do.
Like, you
In
going all
public.
the way in the bottom of your bag. All right, you getting in that bitch.
The absolute most. And I feel like a lot of like gay YouTubers or people who like James Charles and what's the other one's names? Jeffree Star. A lot of white people that be having that twang in their voice. They have a lot to credit to these Black drag queens. So I thought that was super, super cool that Lena did this and actually said
That's what's
something
up.
like, "Excuse me, if y'all ain't know where this shit came from."
Hey,
She
I'm
did it.
100% behind
So I
you,
thought
got
that
it.
was super, super cool that she did that. I just got finished watching Paris is Burning last night. And if y'all have never seen that, that was actually about...
Pull out the list. Pull out the list.
Black
I
drag,
swear,
isn't it?
every week.
And
Right.
Vogue. And Vogue. That's where Vogue came from.
And Vogan
Right,
is
I
actually...
know.
5'6".
Drag
10 to
and
20.
homosexual started that.
Right,
'Cause
and
it
it was
was-
a safe haven for these young Black youths
Yeah.
to come to actually... They built these houses. It was like gangs at first. So instead of fighting each other, they started
danced
voguing.
and- Yeah,
They-
Vogues
but
are battles. From,
Vogues are
Black
battles.
gays.
Like, that's how
That's
they stop the
literally-
violence.
That's why I'm like, wait a minute, educate me.
Yeah,
So the
Vogue is-
voguing is throwing shade, but without fighting.
Yeah.
So that's how they would get at each other without, throwing
Okay.
blows, killing each other in the streets. That's
Uh-huh.
where they got
That's a
houses.
banger.
Yeah, so
Right,
that's
yeah.
Black
For real.
gays and
Like I seen, I
processes started
I
that,
never
and
knew
that's,
where it came from, but I seen like the
Yeah,
battles
Willie
and shit
Ninja is
before. That's
one of the
raw.
originators of that shit. And like I said, it was definitely just to quell the violence in the gay community.
Uh-huh.
And I actually thought that was really interesting because I
That's-
read somewhere that your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between you actually kill somebody and from battle. You understand what I'm saying? So you could go, that's where voguing comes from. So your mind, if you feel like you got beef with somebody and you vogue and they lose and you win, you actually dispelling the beef with them because your
Right.
mind doesn't know that what's between dead and what's between alive. They just know that you won a battle and you should be satisfied with that. And actually, I think in Chicago, what was going on with all their violence is they started using paintballs instead of real guns.
Yeah, I seen
And a
that.
lot of shit is actually getting, instead of just killing all these people, I'm like, damn, wouldn't that be a cool idea if they just had, if they figured out another way to quote unquote kill each other and have battles?
Mhm.
I think, what's his name? John Henrik Clark said, before we got into like a quote unquote modern age, there was no wars. We didn't kill each other when we went to war. I was like, excuse me?
No, not the way we do now. Definitely not.
That's what they mean. Not on
I
the
mean,
level that
warfare
we do now.
changed throughout the years.
Like
No, he's still literally saying we did not go into battle to kill one another.
we don't.
The way we did it was we would do how we was doing now with voguing. We would do these ceremonial dances and we would battle each other out we would not physically kill nobody. When he said that shit, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? We never just, no, it was nothing.
I was trying to think of what time period that was in my head.
I don't know what time period it was.
No, like, I mean, I was trying to think of a time in my head, but now that you say battle, it makes
regardless of what the reason behind it was always death involved in it.
But he said there was no
slavery
death even before recorded. From what we know, he's saying there was no death. Like we would do what Vogan was on a wider scale.
To look more into that because like I know that.
Could you imagine though? That's what it's hard for you even imagine.
I mean, it just doesn't make sense logically. Cause if we battle that way, then you're not also then letting me come in and take your land.
Right.
Right, but remember, your mind don't know the difference between when you kill somebody and between when you lose.
I know that I won. So it doesn't matter that I killed you. I want to take your land.
But what if we wasn't trying to take land?
What about before that, though?
Before we started getting super barbaric.
But that's the only reason that we've become barbaric. Our baser needs are shelter, food, and security. And then once you move past that, then you get to your next level of needs, and then you can get to a next level. But those base needs are what drive us to become violent. When we feel like we don't have enough shelter, security, or food. And so,
but if you put yourself in a situation where no one had to fight for those things, say if everybody is a chicken in every pot, and I don't know what would be the reason for you to war with another. I don't know.
I'm not saying that it's not possible. I'm just saying that I don't know about a time period that happened.
Yeah, that's what was hard for me to imagine. I just thought.
Said it, so I'm just like, I don't know.
Because like, there's not a time period I know in which there wasn't someone trying to conquer, someone trying to.
Shit.
Right, so it's like hard to imagine.
Like I can imagine it, I just don't know when it would have happened before in the past.
Persians,
like seeing it go forward. That makes sense to me. Like it's more about.
Japanese, China,
a way to
it was all getting it in.
Express your differences in a physical component that doesn't result in death. So I can understand how it looks going forward, but like me thinking about like history, I can't think of a time where it was like
do we have record of that?
Weird. Anytime there was like a conflict, it was over those basic needs.
From what I know,
right?
Because if those basic needs are taken care of, there's no reason to conflict.
Right. That's why I was like, damn. And even if you had a conflict, what would be the conflict about?
Nothing.
Like
you
what
don't.
the fuck?
If your needs are secure, there's no conflict.
Right.
Gold, copper, sun,
so
anyway,
it has to be about I don't know.
But no, I'm just trying to bring it back to the Met Gala. But I just thought that technology that they used was super dope. And yes, we do all of it.
What are y'all talking about?
To Negroes.
Well, we were talking about like just warring in general. Because I was trying to think of a book. I think it was The Things We Carry. I think that's what it's
The Things
called.
We Carry.
It's about the dude in Africa, like it was the tribe and everything, and like he. No, it's not The Things We Carry.
It is. Well, The Things We Carry, where I don't know where let me be honest with you.
Well, tell me the story.
I read the book, but I don't know where it was located. But the dude basically had to carry this rucksack. It had just different things in it, and at first it was about him carrying the rucksack and how it was physically heavy and things like that, and him going for it. And then the story tonally changed to be about more of him carrying the weight of like the things that he was doing throughout the war and throughout his
that's
life.
not what I was talking about.
So that's The Things We Carried.
That sounds.
And so
because there was like
it's a
it
super
was something
dope
that Miss Tressa made us read. She made us read Golden Sun, but there was another one. It was this dude who was in Africa.
Everybody should read Paradise Lost, or at least like the first part of Paradise Lost, because it gives you a different interpretation of the devil instead of him being like all horny and.
Well, I already have a different interpretation of the devil.
It puts him in a more of a.
Let's stay on track, guys, because we're gonna be here for a minute.
That's very true.
We did make a whole left though.
Well, he asked what we were talking about.
No, it was. But I knew he was gonna be like, yes, I don't think the devil. I'm like, ooh, the Met Gala.
No, like he was like, well, this is different interpretation. I already have a different interpretation. Like,
that could be next week's topic. That could be next week's topic.
All right,
So anyway, she get a smash, and so do the nigga next to her get a smash. They smash. We playing smash or pass, Met Gala style.
I'm passing both of them.
Right.
I'm out of here.
Smash or pass or nurture?
Hey, he looked like a bad
But
bitch
Lena
though.
Waithe loves women.
I thought he was a woman.
Really?
No,
At
Lena
first.
Waithe is a lesbian.
At first,
Yeah, I know.
glance,
She's a
yes, I
sexy
did.
lesbian at that. Smoldering. Well, if you guys
she's
don't
not
know her, she
unattractive.
actually is a really good screenwriter.
Oh, she's a great screenwriter. She's amazing.
Master of None. If y'all ever get a
Definitely.
chance,
She did
watch
Master
Master of None.
She did.
That's
Wrinkle in
amazing.
Time.
Yes,
Oh,
she's
yeah,
a
I
brilliant
love her.
writer.
She just got
That shit-
a
that's my movie.
production
Alright.
deal
Mhm.
with Netflix, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
It's either them or HBO, one of the two, but it's like a long-term, like 5-year deal where she's just coming up with creative content specifically for that brand.
Oh,
It might be
wow.
Netflix.
That's amazing. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
a great writer. So
And I know she's working with Kid Fury from the Read podcast on a show that's talking about like black gay males' experience of like kind of like being a YouTuber and going kind of like basically his life story, but story basically in a story format and like kind of like a series. So yeah, and that might be HBO, I believe, and they're working on. He's been writing for that and working on that. And so that's with Lena Waithe and everything like that.
Sorry to interject. I actually
But I'm passing on both of them also.
It's called The Things We Carried. All right, back to the Met Gala.
okay, the things we carry.
Yeah, it's
all
called
the
The Things
things.
We Carried.
All the things we carried. The things we carried is the other one.
Yeah, it was The Things We Carried, and then what was the other one I said?
No, the one you said was all the things we carried. I
Well,
feel like
the
the
book-
all is important.
No, the book is called The Things We Carried.
So
Right?
is mine.
What?
Yeah, what you were talking about, I looked that up also. That was the book about the Vietnam War. I did read that book.
Oh, so they're both
But-
called the things we carried.
No, what you...
You talking to me, and I'm confused. I don't know what you're talking about now.
It's called... No, I said it wrong. Things Fall Apart.
Oh,
That's
I
what it's
read
called.
that.
This
I
nigga
think I read that book.
talking about the things we carried.
Alright,
I'm
yeah,
like,
we
that's the
fucked
book
up.
that I said.
Scroll to
Things
the
We
tip.
Carried.
Things fall
Alright,
apart.
just to
Read it
clarify,
again,
The
though.
Things
Read
We
it again.
Carried is about a book about the Vietnam War.
Yeah,
Things
I-
Fall
Things fall
Apart
apart.
was the book I was talking about. The main character is called Okonkwo,
Oh,
and they were talking about Africans, them dealing with the locust plague, and them talking about slavery within the African culture, in which how slavery
You
in
fuck
the
with
African
Gary Vee?
culture, they were indentured slaves,
with
not
Gary
true
Vee?
slaves, as we know slaves.
Oh,
Gary
Yeah, they were like they take like war slaves, and you would be with them for a certain amount of years, and then you're whatever you want to do, you can stay with them or you can go home.
sweet.
Yeah, that's what happened.
I'm
Like
gonna
that's
read that again.
yeah.
I read it. But
We're
I
not
don't-
gonna get
I
into
don't
that
quite
though, because
remember
that
it, though.
that dives into why Africans were selling Africans to white people and all that other shit.
Turn up on a Thursday.
All right, so back to this Met Gala though.
I don't know what's going on because I can't look at the picture. But oh hey, first testers we got up now is Michael B.
Pass.
Jordan.
Michael
pass.
B. Jordan.
Hard.
Hard pass.
Hard pass.
Definitely.
Okay, go ahead, Alicia.
Smash your pass?
Yes, we
Yeah.
are.
Smash Michael B. Jordan.
Hell,
He's fine
well,
little show.
only in certain instances. Sometimes he be cute, and sometimes he
He
be like
always be cute to me. He was cute. Well, I
You
don't
want
wanna
that?
say
You want that Killmonger?
It's
he
not
over.
R. Kelly-ish.
Yo, he had them dreads though, banger. But like,
Oh yeah.
I feel like he just overhyped, and I just be like, I don't understand. But
I think he's really handsome.
I think he's really handsome, but just not as sexy as everybody. Just like, oh my god. I definitely
I
trying to
can feel you
smash
on that.
though.
I appreciate
And what
that.
he got on is just glittery.
My nigga, I'm right there with you.
What happened? What?
No, I said I appreciate that.
Appreciate what?
That y'all said he was handsome.
Hey.
Hey, I got a really superficial reason.
Because he looked like
I
him.
already know the reason.
Listen, I
really
definitely
appreciate that. Nigga, why you appreciate his compliment? Oh yeah.
Dead ass.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
I
You hit
definitely
that-
understand. Yeah.
And then you hit him with the dreads.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
I don't know. I just like I said, I think he's super handsome. I just don't know if it's like, damn, where everybody keeps saying like, oh, he's sexy, but
think
just
he's
not my
handsome.
type of sexy.
I think he's handsome.
Definitely.
Smash. Don't touch her.
What?
You got a pass.
I'm all
You
over
got a
He
it.
pass.
got all
Yeah,
up.
I'm
Oh
right
my
there.
god, did you see him?
Let me get that.
I've never
Hold
seen
on.
Marcus jump.
Y'all got a pass.
Look, hold on.
Sit the
quick.
fuck
Yeah, I
down.
got
Like, cause me and him argue over
I'll
SZA all
bang
the fucking
you.
time.
Oh, they
This is
argue
fight.
over
This is- You already
SZA.
know.
At least
This
he
is-
in
You
here.
see a nigga jumped in front of the whole screen. You see how he is,
my
right?
musical
You see how
wifey.
you like to be.
This is
He's
my
childish.
musical wifey.
We got to a whole
This
argument
is
like over
my
fucking
musical
SZA.
Wifey.
My nigga, he was like,
I showed you her.
No. He came. He was like, oh, we going to the Roost
Bruh.
Festival on June 1st and 2nd, right? He's like, SZA gonna be there. I'm like, you ain't gotta tell you nothing else. He kept talking. I'm like, nigga, shut up. He kept going. I'm like, nigga, you keep
He
talking.
got a whole time.
I'm like, I'm gonna tell you, in my
Bruh.
heart and soul, let me have one conversation. It's
With
over
SZA?
with.
No, it's
Just
not.
give me one
You
conversation.
did. Bruh.
Nigga, look, TDE
Hey.
went on that championship tour.
Yes, sir.
I got so fucking mad because I went. I'm like, oh, I pay for the. I give y'all fucking $600. And they was like, no, you get to talk to Kendrick. Fuck, I don't want to fucking talk to Kendrick. If I give you fucking $600, I better be able to talk to fucking SZA, all right? No, fuck that. No, I ain't want to go to that bitch no more.
No.
I was so fucking
You
pissed.
can't have the person that I showed you. That's like me bringing my wife around and you be like, oh, she bad, and try to take her. What kind of whole shit is
No,
that?
this is a whole nother situation. She up in the air, my
No,
nigga.
she's not. No, she's not. And you gotta go too. You gotta go out of
so
here
Lisa,
too.
no,
Excuse
Lisa,
me.
You dead ass out of here
Lisa has
too.
to try
Get
me
outta
in
here.
now.
No, she dead
Did
too.
you?
And y'all do not. You see the corner? Y'all see the corner?
Excuse me.
I get real surgical in the
Look,
corner.
no, fuck that. Like Boogie told a story about how he got
excuse me.
SZA number.
It got
Boogie
drunk.
fucked all the way up, my nigga. I swear to God,
Hey,
I
He
swear.
said that he got drunk and drunk text SZA.
What the fuck?
and then got mad and she ain't replied.
She like, bitch, the fuck you doing?
He's like, I got drunk and drunk
My
text
nigga
SZA.
fight.
It's
Look, I
hilarious.
swear to God, she gave me her number. It's over with.
Right. Hey, good morning, beautiful.
Bruh, nah.
I just want y'all to know
Look,
that
I'm telling you, if I started talking to SZA, that'd be the day Tony would straight up fight me. It'd be over
We
with.
With
gonna
the
fight
square
for
up
real.
in the
Like,
fucking
we
parking
square.
lot.
Like, you dead. I already told you, like, that's not for you.
4 years.
That's not for you. That's not for you either.
SZA has been my wife.
That's
I don't
not
give
for
a
you.
He
fuck
said
what
SZA
y'all
for
niggas
That's
talk
4
about.
years.
I don't give a fuck.
I'm married.
For
Like,
4
we
You like, fuck
years.
what you talking about.
Hey, we
They got a
did.
strong
Everybody-
relationship.
You see how
I
everybody
post
just
her on my
Everybody.
page all
real
the fucking
aggressive,
Yeah.
real quick.
Do you
Yeah.
know how
buy
the,
her
do you
I
know
didn't
how
know
the
this was gonna
captions go
Hey,
on the
no,
photos?
you know me. You know me.
You know how
Hey,
the
but-
captions go.
But you know me.
On my Instagram
But you
photos.
know me.
Uh-oh. Bae just sent me a selfie. Look at her fine ass. That's how I post her pictures on my
Hey,
Instagram.
get the fuck off my
Because
bed.
that's my wife.
Hey, that's my wife.
Okay? No, it's my
Hey,
wife.
let me
Hey,
like
hey,
that.
hey,
Hey,
anybody-
hey, you know how I get down. I buy her music.
That
I'm
is bad.
spending money.
Do what you
I'm
gotta
spending
do.
on. I
This
gotta
is
spend
my
on
baby.
bags.
This
That's
is my
my
baby.
wife. That's wifey. Been locked down.
Listen,
Been locked
this
down.
is the reason
She
why
just don't
I'm
wear the
just
ring because
like-
we need the sex appeal out there, but it's been locked down. Fuck is you talking about? We're not even playing with you niggas.
I
out
didn't
here.
know this was gonna bring such
I
divide.
love
Can
her.
I,
Get out of
can I have
here.
my family back?
No, you get-
No, you
No,
put
I'm just
SZA
scroll
in
past
between
my
us.
wife.
That was your problem.
This is
You
my
should,
wife.
like,
My
SZA was the
wife.
wrong one.
Whatever. My wife.
SZA was not the
You
one to
niggas
throw
is
in between us.
Wow.
I'll never do that again. I'm
I don't
sorry.
know who
I
this
love
is.
her. I love her.
Who is this?
I love her. Who is she?
That's Tiffany Haddish.
Pass. No.
Pass.
Yeah,
Well,
definitely
actually,
pass.
Yes,
Yeah,
a
nah.
pass, but she has some chicken in her purse.
Yeah.
Ziploc bag of chicken.
I'm
Oh.
so mad.
All right,
She
she
was
was
like
doing
a
the most.
pimp.
Oh man.
The
I
most-
just
most-
yeah.
The most. I did that shit one time when I was a kid, man.
This
I
is
put some
Serena
chicken in my
Williams.
pocket.
We gonna
With them
you get the
Nikes,
smasher
bro?
pass.
With
They
the
said
Nikes?
I mean,
I'm
'cause
glad
she's
she at the
Serena.
Met Gala with the Nikes.
she modeled them.
Why she at the Met Gala with the Nikes? Hey,
She
check
flashed
these
them
out
bitches,
though.
She like, hey, look
Hey,
at
Them
them.
better
hey.
be her Nikes,
Hey,
cause why the
nah.
fuck did we decide
All right,
to put
so we
those on?
basing Serena off
They
of
the-
her
they the
outfit, or we
safety
basing it
yellow
off of
Nike.
Serena?
They the
We
safety-
basing it in the
Off
in
the
the
outfits,
context.
off the
Yeah,
outfits,
outfits.
No.
Yeah, we not doing it. Any other
No.
time? we
No, I'm
not doing
smashing.
it.
I'm smashing. I'm
You gonna
motherfucking-
lift that fucking?
I'm
we
excited.
gonna-
I'm as
I'm
bright
gonna
as the
miss
sun. We highlighting
miss
this
it.
shit up. Fuck is you talking about? Highlighting this bitch the fuck
I
up.
don't
We
like to
living
be
that
seen.
bad
You
boy.
pointing me out, I can't do it.
Hey, no, you know why we can do it? Because you see this frill right here? This is where her back is. You see how it poke out right here? That's the ass. Fuck is you talking about?
You don't see all that ass?
I'm still in there. That's that woo.
You see that?
Yeah, shit, you gotta be fucking. I'm out here.
That's a C.
Yeah. Nigga, I'm out
Capital
here.
C.
Yeah, shit, motherfucking sequestrian out this bitch.
All right, Lucius. That ass is capital.
Shit.
Capital.
This is Sierra. I'm smashing. I love
I'm
this
getting
whole thing. Whatever
can
this
get
is. She look like a goddess. I don't know. Like if she came out the water like that.
Look, man, I'm rapping that shit all the way to fuck around mom.
Yup.
I don't want that. I don't want any of this.
No?
Nah.
She look like a
Sierra
whole
getting it.
goddess.
As soon as you told me it was
I'm
Sierra,
cool.
I looked at her face and I was like, I don't want that. I don't think Sierra's attractive.
Oh, at all?
Nah. She got a nice body, but I don't like her face.
I think she's cute.
I'm okay. I'm
Yo,
just
remember
smashing.
when I was
Like,
saying
her face
Sierra-
don't matter if I'm just smashing.
Remember they said
I
Sierra
don't
was
know
a
if I'm
fucking
gonna smash.
hermaphrodite?
I think I'm gonna pass because
Like I said, all the way around.
She's just not.
I don't know what that is.
No,
but
Sierra's pretty. She's pretty. She just never has been like
like
Sierra
attraction,
for me.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I understand all that.
I think Tony was talking about Rihanna, how he's like, she got sex appeal and I want to fuck her, but I don't necessarily think she's like.
Yeah, she got crazy sex appeal, but I don't really think that she's. The
but
most
you know what?
attractive
It's
woman.
some like women that don't have that like.
Yeah, they don't have drop dead gorgeous
Yeah, like,
face, but you be
but not
like.
even-
Like,
Not or
damn.
just like
Yeah,
just
I've
like
definitely
that
met
sex
enough
appeal
men
to
like
where
that.
it's Like
It
well, now
was,
Rihanna
yeah.
got some new
What?
sex appeal though, cause she dressing like just so.
Man,
She
look,
just so
I watched that
cold.
movie with her.
Really?
fucking Childish.
Rihanna, she just so
What was that other
cold
movie
right
that
now.
you
I
heard
like
about? What
that
she
she's
does?
thicker.
Tony. What was the her Childish?
Oh,
movie?
that shit that just came out.
Dang, I know what you're talking
Oh.
about.
I don't know what it's called, but
Guava Island. That's
Guava,
what it was.
yeah.
Guava Island.
Gala,
man.
Gala Island.
Look, man, she walking her ass around that bitch with that
Gala
little
Island.
ass skirt, man, with that nice ass skirt on, and just sitting on her ass, and
I'm
then
gonna watch
bitch is about,
that just
bruh.
now.
Rihanna,
'Cause I ain't
Rihanna
watching
had
it
a
yet.
whole nother situation. I'm like, there she
See?
go in the islands. That's what she is. She
I'ma
at
watch
home,
it.
Bye.
man. Look, that's the
I'm gonna
home
watch
life. That's that natural.
But that's what I was telling you about.
I'm mad, yeah, I'm mad. The whole
In
fucking
them
thing.
eyes-
I'm mad at.
Ooh,
I'm mad at
eyes, man. She got them yellowish, like brown eyes.
This
Man,
is what I
look,
just showed her.
Don't let me. Rihanna's another one.
Turn around.
Like, look.
Rihanna didn't go to the Met Gala.
Hey, let me tell you, man.
Exactly.
Even if I couldn't
Exactly.
get scissor,
I see. I was mad. I'm
go
like,
for Rihanna.
You just had to.
Exactly.
I don't want you to show me that. That's full fucking teaser trailer ass shit.
I'm like, look, I'm just watching Sierra.
You're gonna show me a teaser trailer. What the fuck wrong with you? Anyway, move on to the goddamn next picture. I'm so mad.
but is
Like,
it
move
not
on.
artistic?
It's no. Just mad at it.
So it's not artistic at all?
And next.
And on to the next one.
And next.
Frank Ocean,
Frank
I'm
Ocean.
so proud of my
Well, I'm
boo
out of here.
for coming there looking like a security guard. That's what it sound
Frankie.
like.
All the way out of here, but you know.
He's
love
definitely
Frankie.
not
That's
Met
what I'm
Gala, but he get his smash because I just love
I
Frank
was
Ocean.
gonna say
He
just
gets
get a
the smash
Frank.
anytime. I'm just mad he showed up to the Met Gala.
Anytime.
Looking like you can't bring that in here.
Like, hey, my nigga.
Nah, he looked like,
No
hey, you got a
person.
receipt?
No, you can't wear boots in here.
Yeah, no hats.
No,
Yeah, I got no hats.
no hats.
Bruh,
Hell nah.
Open your bag.
Gotta get the smash.
Take off your hoodie.
Open your bag.
You gonna stop?
Like,
You're not gonna send
To
me
the
the whole
side. I didn't. I'm not gonna show you
teaser
the other way. I'll just let you know. But yeah.
I feel like it's a teaser trailer, and it's cryptic as fuck. And
How?
to get to the point of the story, you need to move the Barbie so I can. Fucking over here. with the
Make your
fucking
point.
singles.
I'm mad.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. The actual
Okay.
comment on that bitch says he showed up dressed like a shopping mall security guard.
Well, there you go.
Well, there we have it. Frankie.
Nigga, open your bag.
Frankie Beverly. Open your bag.
That Frank Ocean.
That's
He
that. Let
he
me
makes
take you to the
beautiful-
back. Come back to the back
Now.
with me.
All right.
Kim Kardashian.
Kim K and Kanye.
No ribs.
No.
Kurt.
Smash and pass.
Pass.
I don't
Pass?
know. Kim K in my
What
life.
pass?
She's not attractive.
No?
Did she get
No.
Did she actually get a rib removed?
You know what's
I don't
crazy?
think so.
All right, so you know how you be on porn,
Uh-huh.
like Pornhub, and there be like so many chicks that look like Kim Kardashian.
I don't care for him.
I skip every single one of those videos. She
Yeah, like,
is
Kim K
not
is not-
attractive.
like,
Like,
she's not
that
attractive,
is
she's not natural.
good. It's super.
She's not
Even
natural.
before she got all that stuff done?
I don't remember
She
what
was
she looks like
average.
before
Yeah,
that.
she was
She was
not.
fucking Ray J.
She
Look at
was-
the Ray J sex tape,
Stop.
Oh, yeah.
and that's what she looked like.
Yo, is that shit
Like,
on
I mean,
Pornhub?
like,
I never
even,
seen
It
it.
is.
like,
It is on Pornhub.
Oh, I'm gonna look that shit up.
I'm like, I'm gonna go watch that now.
Yeah, it's on Pornhub. But that's what she looked like. She
Add that
looks
to the list.
What's the
normal as
other one?
shit.
What's
Like,
the one with
She don't got
Travis
those
Scott?
same angles in her face. It's a lot more
The
round.
Kardashian.
Oh, is it
Or
Kylie?
I feel like her
Kylie-
neck
yeah,
has been
Kylie.
I
extended.
like the way
Hey.
Kendall look.
Like Kylie.
Look at her neck. Don't it look like
Natural
it's been a little
Kylie before she
extended?
started doing all that extra shit.
She
She
just
was
look-
cool. I
Like,
thought
no, her
natural Kylie
neck
looked
is
better
at least,
than fucking Kim K.
like 8 inches.
on life, I swear.
Like whose neck is
We'll
8
talk
inches
about it.
long?
What?
Look at her neck. It's like 8 inches.
The women,
Oh, giraffe neck ass.
the women
No,
in
tell
the
me that
African
she didn't have
tribes
a
that
clue.
like
She
extend
got
their
one.
They be
necks.
fighting.
That, you know.
You should have never showed us that giraffe fight.
But Kanye also looks like a security guard too.
Kanye stole
Yeah, because
Frank
they
Ocean's
think
idea.
didn't he say he did
No.
that so everybody could be the focus could be on her?
Yeah,
She
he
probably was like,
I
"Yeah."
knew that
Bodyguard
was
on
gonna
him.
be the reason when I saw the pictures. I was
Yeah.
just like, hey.
Because he looked like a security guard. Now he looked like he put the
bodyguard.
carpets in for real.
But then I had all types of fucking shit like,
Pass.
oh, Kanye had on a Dickies,
Yeah,
a Dickies
pass on,
jacket.
Jared
You can
Leto.
buy it here for $40. Like, just
I don't
'cause
know why I
Kanye had
put
it
this
on.
in there.
But I would like to know how y'all
Why you
feel
put
about
Jared
his
Leto
head
on?
as a clutch.
Because I
That's what it was.
It's gonna be a pass for me.
don't know.
I'm mad you said I don't know.
'Cause
How would
I-
you feel like if
Maybe.
he
When
came
I-
to you in that outfit and he just put his head on the
Jared
desk?
Leto is like a good looking dude.
No, but you
I
gotta
just
decide
see
for
a
this
good-looking
outfit.
dude.
For if I want to smash based on this, I'd smash because he had that fucking weird ass head in his hand. I want to know the whole story.
It's a clutch bag.
I want to see
Now,
why.
If these was two bitches,
Oh,
She's like, it's
You
a whole
know,
nother
hey.
situation.
we might can work something out.
you, me, and the head, baby. Oh, Anderson
Oh,
Paak.
that's what I thought. Okay.
Look, she.
It's gonna be a.
I'm not
I
doing
mean, hard
this
pass,
with this
pass
dude.
for me.
Yes, this is a smooth
Pass
pass.
you to the
Yeah.
niggas or
Yeah.
somebody else.
I'm passing to Ash.
He
You
just
say you gonna pass him to the niggas.
Right,
Niggas
right.
shit.
They
I
gotta
didn't
excuse
literally
her.
mean men.
She meant-
I meant my
To the
niggas.
homies.
Oh, I was like,
I didn't
We
mean
don't
men.
want that.
I'm like,
2/3
why?
of your, well, a quarter of your homies is niggas.
And it's
So you meant to
true.
Ash.
Right.
Well, y'all said pass, so it wasn't y'all niggas. Y'all my niggas. It was my other niggas.
That's not gonna see this picture.
That's not gonna see this picture because they gonna pass.
Like, I don't understand.
All right, bad. She just passed it just like.
I just passed it.
She's like,
All I
I'm
was
a
trying to
she's
say
like,
was
you
that
know
I
what?
passed the nigga.
I
Okay.
don't want it.
Damn,
so
we got so
pass.
literal.
You don't want it. You could pass too, but I'm telling you, I'm passing.
Hey, that
Ash
was
gonna
that was
smash.
a great-
No, I'm gonna
that was-
pass on this one.
No.
I
don't want
I
no
don't really
dot
like Anderson Paak for real.
Hey, though, I would fuck the shit out of Gabrielle Union.
Oh,
And
yeah, she
I'd
can
fuck
get it.
both of them. I feel like Gabrielle Union is so snooty. I don't know.
That face though.
Stop.
Both of them. Yeah, Gabby can get it all day.
No, I don't know. I feel like she'd be like, excuse me,
Yo.
use a coaster, and I'd be like,
I'd be like, you right. Come here.
I got you.
I got a coaster. I'm gonna sit you right
I
on
got
the
a coaster.
I'm gonna put the coaster on the table. I'm gonna get two. Give me two coasters real quick. Put two coasters right here, and I'm gonna sit your ass on the coaster. And then I'm gonna fuck you on the table. So I keep your table nice.
and she disinfected afterwards. Like, shut the fuck up, Gabby.
That's all right. Good.
That's all fine and
Get
dandy.
them wipes and shit.
As long
You
as I
right?
get in there, it don't matter what happened afterwards.
No, I've always thought that Dwayne Wade was the shit. So I definitely would smash both of them at the same time if they gave me the pleasure. But I doubt it.
Threesome from the side.
From the side.
Gabby's a quick
She said,
smash.
"I got both."
A quick
A
smash.
quick smash? What's a quick smash?
You hit that and go. Like, I'm not staying. That's why I'm fucking her on the coasters.
I mean, she married and we only in here for a hot second. I gotta get out of here before
Right.
Dwayne get home. You know,
This is my drink.
he can't catch me. That's crazy.
Quick little.
It's gonna be-
You here.
Like, hold on, no.
There's no reason
Like,
not
D-Wade
to.
catch you. You gonna
want
get the
some
whole
juice?
banana boat crew. Like, get out of here.
Goddamn banana.
You want some juice?
Like him, it's gonna be D-Wade, fucking LeBron, Carmelo. I'm missing somebody. Chris Paul.
You know what?
They gonna jump you.
Oh my god.
And Trisket.
That's
Well,
not,
them niggas,
I
they gotta
can
get
beat
worried
all
about
of
getting
them up.
jumped.
Trisket, dog.
Hey, I can beat all of them up.
Oh shit.
D-Wade got fucked up knees. I'm taking that nigga knees out immediately. He come to me,
Fucked up
fucking
knees.
knee kick. Ha! Nigga, fuck you talking
He gonna
about?
topple down.
Chop low.
Fucking LeBron got that fucked up groin now. Boom. Inner thigh kick. Ha! A nigga, tear that shit.
Rob low.
Fuck is you talking about?
Okay.
And then who else? It's Bosh?
No. It's
Nigga,
Chris
I'll
Paul
hit
and
you-
Carmelo.
Chris Paul?
And Carmelo.
Chris Paul's ankles and knees is terrible.
Chuck low.
Yep. And then Carmelo is just fat and out of shape, and then his knees is shit too. All these niggas got bad knees.
He's just gonna be
I
out
wasn't
there.
talking about none of that. All right, yeah, they all
catching-
fucked up for real.
They catching
But
this
what I'm
fade
saying
for real.
is,
Stop playing with
If
me.
you fuck with Gabby, they all coming after you.
That's
the
cool.
Banana boat crew.
That banana boat crew's
I
gonna be
feel like
locked
the
outside
ladies
the
would just be
door.
escorted out. Like, can you just go? Yes.
Come on.
What's gonna happen is
The niggas might be bucked up on, but the ladies just like, can you just go?
it's gonna be cool. I'm like,
You got it.
bring it on. Bring it
There's
on,
nothing
good
wrong with
sirs.
that. Go defend yourself as much as you can, but I don't think I'm gonna be in a fight.
No, it's gonna be look good.
I'm sucking
Straight to the
somebody's
knee.
dick to get out of a fight if I have
I
to.
was about to say, I'll be in the back fucking. Like,
Right? Look.
Fuck it.
That was so bad.
Oh,
But let
fuck.
y'all do y'all thing. I'm gonna do my thing. Shit.
Who we got next?
Who's next?
Scroll that shit.
Scroll that shit.
It's Regina Hall.
Smash.
Definitely, she getting all of it.
Y'all can't look at her.
What?
Nigga.
He claiming all the
Here he go
bitches?
again with that shit.
Yeah.
I've claimed 2 out of all the ones we
I don't
see.
care. Just too many. We can't see nobody.
Hey, my nigga, look, I
He's
ain't
like,
gonna lie
I'm
to you. I've
claiming
been
all
on
of
Regina
them.
Hall
Stop.
since
Oh, my
Scary
God.
Movie, though. Fuck with me.
She got
Brenda?
Like, she wife capability.
Brenda?
Smile. Yes.
She wife capability.
Yeah, she getting involved.
Pass.
Period.
I used to get her and Taraji mixed up back in the day when I was younger.
I didn't.
But
But Taraji is bae. Taraji is wifey
have
number
her
1. It's
already.
Taraji.
I
I
only
can't
have one
stand
wife.
her.
All right, so for
I only have one wife, so
nah, I got.
I don't.
Who you talking about,
yeah.
SZA?
You know.
No, I'm,
See her
I'm-
loyalty.
No, but here's the
I'm
thing, though, right?
My purpose
Me and him
was.
got in an argument over SZA, and then we got in an argument over fucking Deska. And that shit made me
I
mad.
don't know. Wait,
I'm African.
He's African.
And
I have more than
Africans
one.
have more than one wife. You see?
All of them.
Because I can provide for my
My nigga
tribe.
named Okonkwo out here.
African shit over there.
With me and
Me?
SZA
Hmm.
in the boom boom
Scissor's
room.
my only.
The boom, boom, boom. Wait, no. That snoo snoo.
In the snoo
Oh,
snoo
that's
room.
snoo.
We're gonna have a whole lot of snoo snoo. I love
That's
SZA.
snoo
She's,
snoo.
you know what?
We're not about to talk about SZA again.
SZA's
God damn it.
Hella dope.
I want my
intelligent.
family back.
She
What
got
don't
an
you
amazing
understand?
album. Like her album
Look.
just let you know what her mind is on. So I know I can have a great conversation with her.
Exactly.
So it's not even all about the body. It's like me and you could just sit down and just chill, smoke
It's
an L
not
because
about
you
the
smoke
body
too.
at all.
And we can have a great time because
Let me
you
tell
hid
you
the
though,
body
right?
for a majority of your career. So I loved you before that.
You know what caught me though?
And
He hit me with that astrology talk. I'm like, my nigga.
I want to kick you in the head.
Ain't
You
she
gotta
a
stay away.
Scorpio? Her birthday's like
Yeah,
November.
she's
so-
fucking Scorpio.
Hold up.
Hey, bro, you gotta stay away. Y'all know what? We going to the next one because they talking about my wife again. They tripping.
Yeah, she's a fucking Scorpio.
Scorpio, ain't she?
Pit
Gotta be.
ass.
Oh, I
Whole
forget his
pit
name.
ass.
Oh,
that's
what is
that
it?
nigga that,
Amari
was
Hendrix?
touching on Beyonce.
Kendrick.
Oh, he looked like a dollar
It's gonna
bill
be
or
a
something.
smash. I mean, a pass for me.
Yeah, I don't want
He
that
look
outfit.
short. He
Pass,
might not even
obviously.
be that short, but he looks short to me.
He looked
But-
tall.
Like a
yeah.
leprechaun. She looked like a leprechaun in the green.
Yeah, I just don't like that. So that's bad.
21 too.
Whatever
it's
he
it's
does.
a smash.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
it's a
Whatever he
smash.
does.
I'm out of here.
Whatever he
Alright,
does. is
21.
He
okay
gonna hit you with
me.
that British accent.
I didn't think we was gonna get through this list this fast. So if y'all want to look up the other people that came, look at you.
See, that's
why
I pulled it out.
Proactive.
You know, I'm your nigga. I be trying to help. Trying to help.
I didn't think we was gonna get through that fast
What's my chapstick?
and
I'm
have
sorry.
so much delightful
Or my
fun.
coat.
Who is that?
So instead.
Let me where's the Johnny Rockets?
The Johnny Rogers.
Yeah, fuck it. I do need the Johnny Rockets. Where's my remote? Oh, here it is. One. I found it. This is Regina King.
She can
No,
get
it.
Did you tell me no? How you gonna tell me no and the website tell me?
No, we just got it.
What? the fuck is that?
Regina King.
There's King and Hall.
No,
There's
it's
two.
not.
I'm so
Oh,
mad. She's so
okay.
angry. She's like, no.
No, Regina
It's
King
not
get it.
Regina King.
I'm mad that you go argue with me and the name saying right there in the corner.
No, I got
No, nigga, you wrong.
Oh my god. Ugh.
Taylor Hill.
I don't know who that is.
Pass.
Who that is?
Fuck it, we don't need to know who they are. Smash your pass.
I'm out of here.
Pass.
I'm out of here. Pass.
Fuck her.
Pass.
Pass.
Wait,
Naoki.
you have to say it so they know
Tom
who the fuck it
Kobashi.
is.
Naoki Kobashi.
And
Kobayashi.
Tom Ford.
It's gonna be a
Kobashi.
pass.
Y'all
Kobayashi.
want you know Asian man?
Naoki
I probably would
Kobayashi.
try him though, just to
Hey.
see.
I've seen a lot of Asian
Look,
porn,
I'm like, I probably
and
would
that
try
shit
him.
do not look promising, so it's going to be like, I'm just not that interested in sex, so... I
But
don't
he,
know.
nah.
Get you an Asian that
Yeah,
was
he
raised
know.
American.
Don't mean his dick was raised American. The
Oh,
problem
that
I
was
have
your
with
issue.
Asians...
I didn't know what the fuck the issue was. I was
I don't
just
have a
throwing out.
problem with dick size, but at this point in my life, we're talking about smashing. I just need to be
Listen.
adequate enough. And they be fucking
You
like...
pulled a whole ass cookie out your pocket when you was looking at the chapstick. No, look, I swear to God. She was like, I left my chapstick in the
I
car.
thought it was a chicken
Oh, no,
patty
no,
at
no, no.
first.
She was like, I left my
She's a
chapstick in the
magician.
car. Maybe in my pocket. And I look over, she's
And
the
then
whole
she
ass
looked in her
fucking
pocket
cookie.
and she was like, "Oh shit."
I'm like, that is not chapstick, Alicia.
Well, I have chapstick, and it's not like the stick kind that you put your mouth on. It's the kind you get a little bit of.
I'm gonna put it away.
Okay.
Oh no, those
I mean,
cookies
you
be
ain't
heavy
gotta
bad.
put it away.
No, I know, but
Can
She
I
wanna
have
save
this?
it for later
I'm
because it
trying
was
to figure out
hitting
what the fuck
right.
is going on. I'm like, that's not chapstick.
I just remembered I was high.
And so she knows she gonna reach for it later. Like, damn, I
She
wish
had
I
a
had
whole
a
ass
cookie.
fucking cookie in her pocket.
Yo, I forgot about this bitch until I was looking for the chapstick.
What's next? You
Found
put a picture
food.
of Cardi
Thank
B
you.
in her outfit. Is she on this list?
Cardi B in her
Cardi, was she on
outfit.
this
I mean,
list?
this is all the Met Gala people. It's for. I'm at 46 out of
everything?
203.
Yeah, we're not gonna go through this whole list though.
Yeah, we should not.
Like, we're not gonna do that.
Oh, here we go.
Janelle Monae.
Hey.
Mel Monet,
She
smash
was
that.
on there.
Pass.
Yeah,
I was
passing.
Her titty out. Right there. And it's winking.
You know
Uh-oh.
what?
Her
Matter of
titty
fact,
winking at me. I'm a
I
week
feel like-
back.
I feel like, let me get at
Shit.
that. Let me see what's going on there.
Look,
You
get
can
the
change
fucking
your
titty.
mind.
Yeah,
No, her
okay,
titty
you
wink at
smash
me.
it.
I'm winking
I
back.
feel like in the bedroom she'll just turn up on your ass though.
Man, I swear.
I do.
Nah, I feel like she'd be like, "Can we pray first?"
I don't see
Janelle
it. I feel like she'll.
I feel like she'll
low-key
turn
be
up,
freaked
like,
out.
she
Janelle
be
did a
on
video
some-
where she was a whole ass vagina.
Yeah.
And
it
everybody
was
in the
a
video
video.
was a vagina.
Like her last album, like
is
the
all
video
about
she
her
did
being
for
a
all that shit.
lesbian.
Yeah.
Yeah. How that's kind of like a dirty computer.
Yeah, essentially.
And how basically people treat like homosexuals like dirty computers. Like they got to get rid of them.
I'm still not interested though. Smashing.
Oh no, I don't think that should be a smasher.
But
I'm just letting you know
definitely
that
gonna give
I
her
think she's gonna be a
good
freak in the
old
bedroom.
smash. See what's
She
going
let
on
it
there
ash.
with that dirty computer.
Hey, you know what?
Remote, the whole
might
wall
might
open
be able
up
to pull a
like,
threesome
gosh.
out of that situation,
Hey.
you know.
I'm gonna smash and knock all 3 hats off. Y'all playing? Look at that. 1, 2, 3. Fuck is y'all talking about?
All 3 hats going down.
Yeah, knock all 3 hats in the bitches.
Oh, top hats took a tumble.
Solange.
Oh, Solange
I'm
went?
lit, man. She
Smash.
It is a
Smash.
Smash.
Com.
Yes.
I feel like,
Yes.
all right,
Smash
you know, I'm gonna
dot
keep that
com.
comment.
Wife.com.
She's more attractive than Beyonce, is what you was gonna say?
I
Maybe.
feel that way.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's,
I don't
it's really
like-
her. It's her mind.
I don't really like Beyonce. Like,
Yeah,
when
me
it came to
neither.
Destiny's Child, once again, Beyonce was not my favorite.
No?
Kelly was.
You said who?
Kelly.
Kelly. Oh yeah, Kelly.
I thought Kelly was the baddest in my situation.
The baddest.
Man, they did that Cater to You video. Out of here.
Oh,
Naomi
Naomi Campbell.
Get
Get
it.
that whole.
It's a big smash.
Yeah, I would smash just for the fact that she's Naomi Campbell. I don't know about all that other shit, but
I don't know that person. She's
Donatella
old.
Versace.
you don't know who Donatella Versace is? Oh shit,
Cody
she's like,
Johnson. I know who that is.
Who is that?
Oh,
Nessa
Nessa would
the,
get all
call
of the
it that.
piping.
Yeah, she can get it.
Nessa is thick as fuck.
Yeah, she
I've never
is.
seen her before.
Nessa-
I've
Oh.
never seen her before.
You
Okay.
thirst? Okay.
He like,
I
I'ma
guess
show
she's
you.
the
But
spectacle.
the fact that she's with Colin lets me know that she's smart in some way.
Oh, she's very intelligent.
I think he look like a bird. I don't like Colin
No, he
Kaepernick.
does
That
kinda
nigga look like a
yeah, he does
bird.
kinda
Like
look
a bird.
Hey, he's
He
a wheat
do.
Triscuit.
That nigga fucking-
All wheat out here.
All wheat Triscuits. Okay.
Yeah, she.
Oh yeah, she bad for real.
Yes. Nessa could get it.
What does she do?
She's a radio personality on Hot 97.
Oh, okay.
And she's
really-
also
ooh.
been with
She thick
Colin
like
Kaepernick.
she
Like,
like,
oh.
think, no, cause she
Like,
think
I
like
see
I
that
like
ass
them
from
though.
the-
Like,
Right.
yeah,
No.
I don't need all this.
I don't need to see the back. I got the
I
front.
need something to just, get a little grab.
Yeah, no, Nessa is crazy bad. Like,
Oh yeah. Okay.
Like, yeah, no. I'm fucking with Nessa. I don't know what y'all talking about. Like, y'all niggas are like, I don't know who she is. Because y'all niggas be lacking on this attractive females in the universe. Like, shh.
Oh shit.
I know Nessa. As soon as Colin dropped the ball and she, like, crying, she could be crying and riding.
Crying around.
Yes. Girl.
Let it all
Only they
out.
can see this.
Let it. Let it all out.
It's the liquor.
Is the lick. Who's next?
I think I'm gonna cut like 13.
Wow.
I'm having a great
Oh,
time.
We don't know who
Zendaya.
that is. Oh,
The no
Zendaya.
Zendaya.
Oh my God, I don't know who that
Damn,
is.
I wish it was a
Oh,
video so y'all could
oh,
see.
Oh shit, yeah, cause her dress did
It's
that
gonna
whole
light
ass-
up.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is she 18?
She younger than me.
Yeah, she's,
You looking like, is she
she's
18?
over 18.
Okay.
Yeah, those shits
I
do
was
be
gonna
like.
say, look, no, because I
she
seen a
hit
picture of her.
her
earlier,
whole
she
thing was
dating
the
the
Cinderella situation.
Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man dude.
Yeah,
she dated him.
They dated?
So I was like,
Zendaya's
I was
the
looking
Mary
like,
Jane.
oh, she's really like a really pretty girl. Like,
Yeah,
she's
they gave
super
you
pretty.
the black Mary Jane. People were
Yeah, she was
actually
pretty
real
cute
mad
in
about that
Homecoming.
shit.
I like I like tomboyish females when they got like it's something super like
That's why.
it's
Like
like the
when
mix
you're a tomboy,
between
but you
tomboy
still
and
got that
feminine. Yeah,
touch.
like
That's I feel
Y'all
like
gotta
that,
watch because he hit her with the
Princess
baby.
Nokia.
watch while he was
Yeah.
boppity boop. Look,
Yeah,
it's so pretty.
Fairy Godmother hit her with the Cinderella.
Yeah, hit her with the bippity boppity boop,
Hey.
and then the whole dress lights up on that ass.
Yeah, that's hard as hell.
Yeah, her
Cinderella
whole
dress.
bitch lit up like
That's
and like
hard
she
as
could-
hell.
Yo, she might be able to play the new Cinderella after she
took
did
the-
this. This
she-
is so
yeah,
nice.
She took the show. Ooh, that's hard.
And I like how
Yeah.
regal she acting. She really acting
Well-
bougie Cinderella. Hi.
Actually,
She like-
Side note, and I guess lightweight a little bit of a topic. She
Uh-huh.
put a caption out, basically kind of saying how she's transitioning from being a Disney girl into a woman now,
yeah, that's
and like this was her paying homage to her being a Disney girl. and
Aw,
everything.
Oh,
that's
she
so
definitely,
cute.
She definitely 100% Disney.
that's what's up.
Yeah.
Damn, I want to see her in a sex scene now that y'all said that.
I'm so
I
bad.
do. I want to see her in a sink.
That's what it's to
Sexing, you say?
I just thought about
Sounds
it.
like a task.
Yeah, situation.
I'm so bad. You niggas.
Sounds
wild.
like a task to me.
Oh, it's Lupita. Hold on. All right, so how y'all feeling about this
Pass.
Lupita though?
Pass.
Pass.
I'm not doing this
Y'all
with
not
her.
fucking with
Sorry.
Lupita?
Pass.
Not with
She gonna
this.
hit you with that us. No.
Nah, I
She
got
look like a whole psychedelic fairy with that one.
I got
And
to
I'm
pass.
not
You
trying
just
to
on some
show
shrooms
Like-
though, like
No, I'd
She
be
got
like,
that
"Get the
psychedelic
fuck
flow.
out."
Yo,
Fuck out, I
I thought the same thing. I saw this picture on Facebook and I was like,
Yo, she look like a whole
what
ass.
is this, Lulu? What is this,
I
Lulu?
mean, she was doing the most though.
Lulu.
That's the point, but I just don't.
No, that was the most.
Nah, I
You
would
took it
pass
a little
you. I
bit
ain't
too
gonna-
far.
I ain't gonna
Lulu.
Which I guess
I
it
don't
was
want that.
70s because it
She
kind of
banged
like
near her.
stars.
You know what? I'm gonna shut up. Look at all them pics, though. She got 5 of them golden boys.
With the fist on the bottom.
Black
You
power.
can get that from Beauty Supply.
Right.
I'm gonna have to. I know she bad. But
Of
I'm
course,
pass.
yeah, but
And I'm
yeah.
passing off of this. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no.
This is a smooth pass. I gotta go.
She hit me with the deep sea fish.
Like, I know
Oh,
she's
she
super,
lured me
like-
in. Like I'm trying.
Oh,
I'm like, no.
Tessa Thompson's getting all of it.
Nope. Not here. Pass. Sorry, boo.
No, she looked like fucking.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
The
what's going on
Adams
there.
family. Yeah.
No, she looks
I
horribly
mean, she
plain.
bad. I ain't gonna lie, but like, I
Yeah,
don't know
she
what's
bad,
going
but
on
not
there.
here.
You know,
Is that her hair?
Yeah.
Bruh.
Okay, all right. I didn't know what that fucking
Hey,
was.
I'm gonna put her hair on my shoulder. I would put it like this. I'm gonna just wrap that bitch like
That's
this.
the same shit I said about Sierra. I was
And
like, I'm gonna take
then
the whole throne.
I'm hitting her with the whole Adams Family
You
vibe.
want to know what I'm gonna do?
Your ass is
I'm
Wednesday tonight.
I'm gonna wrap that motherfucker around my waist.
Oh,
Oh,
big
yeah,
ass,
got
big
you.
Around the
bet.
waist.
She got you.
At least it come with the
the
power
full
You're not
moves,
zone.
going anywhere. Okay.
Yeah, big
Nowhere.
bet.
Where
Come
you
here.
running?
Come here.
Going
Come
nowhere.
here.
Gotcha.
Your name is Wednesday tonight with this Adam Family vibes. Get this dick. Come here.
Hold on,
Stop
can I
playing
get
with
a
me.
zoomed in picture? Cause I can't really like see her face.
That's her face.
Yeah, she got it.
Yeah, like I'm telling you, like Tessa Thompson is.
She's cute.
Yeah, no, she's definitely getting it. I don't know what y'all talking about, but yeah.
I mean, for this picture right here,
Smash.
She's. I mean, I would. Well, you know what? I just said I would just wrap the.
Yeah,
breast
you
on her,
definitely.
so-
Yeah, like
Smash.
you like.
Smash.
It's like where you going? Like
Definitely.
clearly you smashing her.
I'm smashing her in that form.
Yeah.
It's a pass for me.
Pass.
Hard
Oh wait, hold on.
Hard
I gotta
pass.
put it
This
out
is
there.
Nicki.
I would have smashed
Nicki
Kerry
Minaj.
Washington. I don't know
Kerry
if I was talking-
Washington?
Yeah, he skipped over that picture.
Go
But
back,
I definitely
hold
would
on.
have smashed her.
Oh, with the lips. No, I like Kerry Washington. I just
Yeah, I love Kerry Washington.
She
Yeah.
pretty.
Like she was a Hollywood crush for a
Yeah,
minute.
her.
No.
No.
Pass.
That's
I'm
why the
smashing
nigga
all
skipped
that.
over the picture.
Yeah,
It's how-
that
it's how
is-
you was
that
like,
is-
oh, I know
that
what she
is.
look like for real. I'm
I-
getting all of that.
I don't want to.
Turn that ass
I
up.
would smash.
Yeah, right.
I definitely am passing Nikki.
Passing Nikki.
No, I can't fuck with Nikki. She too much
My
fake.
friend had
It's
a
too
whole
much fake in there.
conversation with me about how Nikki's pregnant in that picture.
She gotta
Her
be.
face
Look
is
at her
bigger, her
fucking.
boobs.
She just
You
looks.
think so too?
Something's
I'ma
going
be
on.
like,
I never
in the
heard
next-
nobody say like, "Oh, you gained weight or this." That shit just look too
Out here
poofy.
looking
In the
like
next
fucking
couple,
Lil Kim and shit. Alright, I'm gonna shut up.
You know,
Let me stop.
months and shit. We'll see what's going on.
It just. Is she need? I don't know. It's not like a good camp where I'm interested in
Well,
her dress.
Her arm. A
No,
little
she
thicker
just
too.
got like an extra. Like,
She
got
might
a
have just
dress.
gained weight, but you never really
No, that's
know.
what I was saying. Like her arm look a little bigger.
Actually, what my mother pointed out is she's like, pay attention because after they gain all this weight out of nowhere, some of them be having abortions afterwards. Like some of them have abortions and then don't say nothing. It don't get reported. And then sometimes they gain weight. So she was like, I wonder if Rihanna had an abortion. But I don't know. I don't want to put that out there. Like,
Nah, Rihanna, think Rihanna.
Rihanna just thick as fuck. All right.
Man,
you think she?
that's
But she
what
was
I'm
never
saying.
that thick. You think she just got older and got that
Yeah,
thick?
that's what happened. Cause look, you
Yeah.
look, hold on.
Rihanna's
look
so
at
fucking
Rihanna
bad.
from
All
like
young
on the
chicks
replay.
get super thick.
She was
She
that-
was skinny as fuck.
She was
Yeah,
like that
she was
skinny
super
teenager.
skinny, a
She
She
teenager.
was like she ain't hit like she was like still like what 19 something.
Yeah.
And then give her like 4 or 5 years. She
She
hit that. She hit that maturity. Like body was
Yeah.
like, "Hey, we got you."
Right.
came through on that shit.
The niggas came through. Here you are, my child. Your black
Titties.
ancestors have got you covered.
Lala.
That shit came through the
Mirage.
universe. Gravity.
Yeah, Lala getting it.
Based on this one, nah, pass.
Honest, man. She looked like just a little ghetto booty bitch.
Yeah,
Yeah, she do.
I just found out about the Met Gala.
Yeah, she got a sweat on, man. Flip that shit up. We
I know
alright.
that ain't what she is.
Flip that shit up,
but
slide to the side.
Yeah, she do. She look like one of those chicks that
She look
y'all
like
at
a
the Met Gala,
fucking old
you
Trick
can get
Daddy
it right
Master
now.
P video.
Like, you
Thick ass little.
She's like, we about to fuck right here at the Met Gala.
No limit.
Oh, right
soldier.
here?
I was like,
Ooh.
like, for real, look like
It's the
no
headband,
limit.
man.
It's the headband and the
She
the
look like
camo
some
looking
old Trina shit go
Yeah.
popping
Yeah,
off.
man.
She look
Got
fine.
issues with it sometimes.
Fine and ratchet. I like that. I'm with the fine and ratchet. Pass.
I don't know.
Tom Brady.
and his
Just,
extra
Nah,
famous
we gonna
ass,
pass this
rich
picture.
ass wife. You know Tom Brady's wife about rich as fuck.
Yeah.
Pass
like
and
Kendall
Kendall
The
Jenner.
Jenner.
top paid
Pass.
model.
No, I'm over Kendall. Y'all became fake. I can't do with y'all.
Pass
Gwen, no, I'm out of here.
on Jeremy Scott and
I don't know who the fuck Jeremy Scott is.
I don't know who Jeremy Scott is.
I mean, you
Jeremy
want to smash
Scott.
it?
I'm passing on Gwen.
Pass. I'm not.
Banana.
Oh, here she is.
All right, so
Yes.
kind of conflicted with Cardi sometimes.
Cardi B.
Cardi gotta go with that dress though.
Cardi, I just feel like
Cardi, baby.
fucking Cardi be like a whole ratchet scene that I need in my life sometimes.
No,
Really?
No, I would smash that. I'm not even gonna lie. Just off the strength of it's just ratchet. Like,
I just feel
I
like
would.
that'd be the most ratchet fuck I'd have in my life.
I would just.
I'd smash, but it
Nah, I
could be a
feel-
relationship. It couldn't be no real shit. But let me get in there one time.
I just remember the video. I
Yeah.
got warm pussy. There's every nigga I know was
I
like,
got
yo, that was the sexiest shit ever. I got warm pussy. You know how fat bitches, they got that warm pussy.
I don't even know what you're talking about, but yeah.
All right.
Sure.
It's the video.
You
You never seen that video where she's talking about her own pussy?
I don't pay attention to shit Cardi B does. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Still fuck.
Like
okay.
the first time I really listened to her verse
Uh-huh.
was that Meek Mill on Me.
Mm.
That was the hottest verse I ever heard from Cardi B, and that was it.
I feel like she's really sweet when she's not fucking arguing all the time.
I mean, I like
She's
saw
a good,
like
sweet voice,
Instagram
but-
videos of her when she
Yeah.
like preaching, like she trying to be on her like activist shit and stuff.
I like when she.
She cool.
Yeah, I like
But
when
then like,
I'm
Then
But I
she
like,
pass.
get
I like
to yelling
some of
and
her ratchet
shit.
shit, but then sometimes she be like fried. I be like,
I'm mad.
Cardi.
I'll pass.
Like I know you just being yourself, bro, but like
Yeah.
you know it ain't for
Wait,
the world.
first Google search Cardi B talking about her pussy for 5 minutes straight.
I got one pussy.
Yeah,
on
warm
fucking
pussy.
Instagram Live.
My name. Wanna know why? Because I got that type of pussy.
The way she said is so sexy. Pussy.
Shit feels like a fat bitch pussy. No, fat bitches got warm, nice pussy too. That's what I got.
She like, I got
That's
it.
what I got.
I got fat bitch pussy.
I bet
Fat
she.
bitches got the warmest pussy. That's what I got.
I bet she paused. Cardi B.
Fat bitch pussy.
Fat bitch pussy.
Why she say it like that? Cardi B.
Nah, that ass.
Cause she promoting that shit like she about to
Girls got
sell
the
it.
best pussy. I know it for a fact.
I love
I know it for a fact. Cause I hang out with a lot of niggas and they told me like, yo, that pussy was good. That's the best pussy I ever had.
I'm so mad.
And that's what I know I got. Shout out to my big bitches. I got big good pussy.
Her vocabulary
That's
is
me.
non-existent.
No.
Cause I'm a
that's
skinny
not-
bitch.
That's what I know I got.
Shit is warm. Shit feels like a
Nigga,
motherfucking.
we been using the same.
Shit feels
20
like,
words for the last.
Hey man, look, I ain't even gonna lie. She ain't said nothing but what? 20? You said
I don't know what it
25,
feels like,
10,
'cause you know I don't
15,
gotta think
20
too
words?
Well,
She's
if
very
you think,
convincing,
pussy
right?
feels, so I know that's what I got, nigga.
You got what?
That's
You got one pussy?
So I got this big ass shit right
Fat
here.
bitch pussy?
So I just got
Shit,
a
let me
motherfucking
slide.
car. I got so many motherfucking diamonds for my nigga. It's just like, you know, like
I'm so mad. She's still just going in about her pussy. She's like,
For
oh my
5
God.
minutes
Oh.
straight.
She got warm pussy.
Based off
Warm
of
pussy,
recent
warm pussy.
evidence put
I would
into
pass.
the investigation,
A fat bitch pussy.
I'm a smash.
I'm a pass.
Fat pussy.
And the conclusion is,
I wouldn't know about fat bitch pussy, but
Marcus has spoken.
Hey, look, let me tell you, right? She got all that going on, right? Let me slide up under all that shit. You see me creepy. You just see that like that Scooby Doo.
just see that.
What you like?
Right.
Under, you know how cartoons be up under the carpet and shit. Boop. Boop. You just see
It's
6 feet
Marcus.
right there.
So, what about
Turn it
y'all?
into two.
Are y'all smashing?
What the fuck?
It's the Marcus.
It's some money.
Niggas, whoop. My nigga pop
That's
up.
why I don't need to be drinking and doing the shit.
So you want to smash her?
No, I would not. Not based off of this.
What
Not based
about
off
you?
of
Based
this.
off this outfit, I can't.
But then
smash.
again, I don't know if I'd ever smash Cardi B because I don't know if I
But
want to deal
would
with her.
No, I would definitely smash.
See,
her.
I'm not on the basis of dealing with her.
I'll
This
pass.
is a smashing them out of here.
I feel
But that's
like-
what I'm saying. I don't want to fuck her because I'm afraid.
So I want to smash Cardi
I'm
B,
afraid.
but I feel like if I don't want to fuck Cardi B, so I would go fuck Keisha Cole.
What the fuck?
Keisha
How did
Cole,
we get
I can
there?
see the
Too
comparison. I
ratchet.
got you.
Keisha Cole,
Oh,
bad
too
as
ratchet.
fuck,
Too
super
ratchet.
ratchet, but I feel like it's gonna be low key and cool.
Who the fuck is this?
This is just.
I feel like
and I
she
feel
would.
like Keisha Cole's body is more real than Cardi
that-
B's.
Probably.
And so I'm gonna
that
have
I
a
can-
lot more
I
fun
can
with
see.
that.
I feel like she would just, I don't know, talk too much or something, or just
Keisha
like
Cole?
cuss me out. No, Cardi B. I don't know.
Oh.
I just feel like it wouldn't be a good time
Got that
if I
warm
had
pussy.
sex
I
with
don't care
her.
about none of that.
That warm.
I don't.
It's only one
That's
time.
cool for y'all, but like me trying to go down on a woman or woman go down on her and Cardi B down there, I don't know. I just really don't know. I don't know. Me trying, like me
When
going
I
down
say
on her.
smash, it don't include going down all the time.
That's
because I would not put my face in that.
Oh,
I'm not
wait,
even
hold on.
gonna
How y'all
cap.
feel about this Tracy Ellis
I
stuff?
would not put my face in Cardi
Tracy
B.
Ellis,
I'm
what is that?
alright.
A frame?
All of the dick. All
Yeah,
of
Tracy
the
Ellis,
dick.
oh, definitely getting it.
Nah.
You
It's
crazy?
a,
if
it's
you
a
not.
pass for me.
I'm smashing off the name
Tracy.
alone.
She getting it.
I might.
Tracy thick as.
Where is Tracy? I mean,
Blackish.
I searched Tracy.
That's all I'm
and
gonna say,
they be all
blackish.
the people.
Oh yeah, Tracy Ellis is beautiful. She's got a natural beauty to me. So.
I agree that she's sexy. I'm just not like super like, oh man, Tracy Ellis. Like she's definitely
Wait.
a sex appeal.
Wait, hold on.
Man, look, you know what? I can't
Nah.
go into. I don't want to go into detail, but she got a frame. All right,
And I'm
gonna get in that frame.
What's going
All
on?
right.
Get all up in that frame.
What's up with this?
She's framing herself. She's a picture.
No, look at her eyes.
She got that Cleopatra going on.
Look at this eye and look at that eye. You don't see the difference?
Oh, I see the difference now.
Okay.
I couldn't see the other eye because
Oh.
the mic was stand was kind of in the way.
Okay. Look at her eye. So I retract my statement.
Yeah, fuck that. I don't care about that eye. I give no fucks about
She
that eye.
looked like what's that actor's name that got that eye?
Y'all killing me.
Forrest
Look at the-
Whitaker.
yeah,
Forrest
she got
Whitaker.
that
Forrest
Forrest
Whitaker. She got that Forrest Whitaker right now.
Whitaker going on.
Hit you with that Forrest Whitaker one time?
Yeah, I'm not fucking with that.
No, I don't give a fuck. Fuck all that.
You gonna
I'm
lift
in
it
there.
up?
I'm
You
gone.
gonna lift up
Man,
her eye?
I'm gonna fix that bitch because I know it ain't like that for real. She just doing a pose. We
Look
out here.
You don't know. It might be like that for real. You don't know what that eye do. You ain't never looked at her eye. I
Katy
bet Katy
Perry out
Perry.
here looking like a whole chandelier and
She
shit.
was a
I'm a fucking
chandelier.
Disney movie. Bum, bum, bum,
Right.
bum. I just wanted somebody to start singing when
Well,
she came out.
Do y'all want to keep going through this, or y'all want to move to the Ayesha shit?
Who was,
Ayesha.
oh yeah, we can move to the Ayesha shit now.
Ayesha.
So we
Ayesha,
was
remember that show,
we was
Moesha?
we was about halfway through. 108 out of 2 what?
Shit.
I can't see the rest. It say see
203.
results.
You can go ahead and skip through that.
Oh. Yeah, we was over a little bit half, but anyway.
What did Ayesha say?
Yeah, so
Ugh.
those what I should say exactly.
Give me one.
So I can tell you
Unos
how she on
momentos.
some shit.
Por favor.
Unos momentos, you little.
I'm gonna make this comment again.
Unos momentos, por favor.
My step
Lord.
mama. On record.
Okay.
Y'all gonna hear it recorded.
Hear that shit? Record
Where
that
did it
shit.
pop up at? Oh.
We gonna get it together. Did you pause it? Oh no, you did
No, why
not.
would I pause it?
I don't know. I feel like this is a good point to pause and be like,
No, it's right here.
oh, okay. Boop.
And so it's like Steph and I have a great marriage first and foremost. We've got 3 beautiful kids. We aren't perfect though. We have our ups and downs, but the beauty of our marriage is the ability to keep it real. I recently told Steph to his face, "Hun, you haven't been doing it for me in a long time. I haven't been sexually satisfied
Damn.
or pleased in years. It's not like when we were young. Now it feels like a chore sleeping with you." His feelings were hurt, but I had to tell him it's embarrassing for both he and I, but I needed to get it off my chest. A bad sex life plus no male attention has driven me crazy, made me feel less desirable. I can't anymore.
She said, wait, hold on. She said to sit on Red Table, right?
Mm-hmm.
All of that?
Okay.
Wow.
She was
That's
on
why I'm
the-
like,
she
is
was-
this real?
She was out there with Jada and fucking Willow. Was their mama? I don't know if her mama was there.
So what she
Whoa.
said is
I didn't know
that-
she said that much. That's way too much. about their
Yeah,
marriage.
that's a lot
Whoa.
for the public eye to see.
What
But
the
no,
fuck?
no, it's crazy though, because she was like, I told him to his face, you not doing it. You're not getting it
That's
done.
way too much information for the public. What
Like
the
I
fuck?
never watched it, but that's what the written
She
clip is.
tripping,
Like the
tripping,
one,
tripping.
the clip that I saw though, like that's what I read that she said. What I saw her say is the part about how she feels like she's not getting any male attention
That's the part I saw.
and how
Yeah, that's what we saw. Or I
she
saw.
feels like there's a lack in that and that she wants that. And that still crazy too. That's
Yeah.
wild
I
as
agree.
fuck.
Like when I first saw this article, I saw it on Twitter, right?
But
And it was part of a Twitter, and like people on Twitter, you can comment and shit, and people are like, you shouldn't be mad about that because realistically, it's like respect for
hot as fuck.
your husband. Like dudes don't come
Yeah,
at
that
you
was
because they
over.
have respect for Steph.
It's hot as fuck.
They respect him in a certain aspect,
Mm-hmm.
Put the shirt
and
on,
like
nigga.
No.
you shouldn't be mad that you're not getting male attention because people respect your husband.
because I'm in my house.
They're
Come on, put
Trisket.
the shirt on.
Put your on, nigga. Sorry.
Oh, fucking wheat then.
But yeah, like that's the whole situation. Like
Fucking
the Twitter comments, most of the Twitter comments I saw is like, why you mad that people have respect for your husband? That's the way people are looking at it. And then other people were commenting like, well, she just wants some attention in her life. That means her husband don't give her enough attention.
That's not what that means.
I'm just saying like the
I
Twitter
feel like
comments
that's
that I
what that
saw.
is.
No.
And then it was
because
more or less
what she
like,
said is
I heard her say she wants to not be in his shadow and all that shit. I get it.
it's
I
about
understand.
it's not even that. It's about she's like, I don't get it was in the context of he has a lot of groupies and I don't have
a lot of
outside
groupies.
male
Right.
attention.
But that means you want
outside
just
male attention.
but you shouldn't want male attention.
But that she
from
wants to
outside
have
in
the
the
same
marriage.
thing. What I think it is women
I was
naturally
about to say something about the
are
Trisket.
used to having the most attention and being the more desirable partner in a situation. And so when it's not that dynamic, i.e. celebrities or where your husband is more famous, more powerful than you, I think it causes a complex where you feel less desirable because you aren't as sought after as your partner. But realistically, there's a lot of different variables. But that's just female ego. You got to kill that.
like that whole
Yeah.
the main example that brought up was that old ass picture from like last
And
playoffs
then-
when it was that girl.
Oh, no, I was just going,
The chick
girl
in the
looking
Golden
at,
State, like she was in the gold and blue, and she was looking at Steph all like.
but see, my thing
enticing
wasn't
and
going to
shit.
be that. My thing was
Yeah,
going to
see
be,
that.
and then also in the past, Ayesha has come out and made comments against women who are like wearing sexualized clothing and things like that.
Yeah, she
And be
came
like,
out
oh,
against that specific
You should
picture
shouldn't
too.
be showing your body and things like that. You should be more modest and keep that for your husband and things like that. So how at one token you like, oh, I want to be respectful. I want to only be for my husband. But then now a few years later, when niggas are respecting you and not trying to put their dick in your DMs, you mad like, I ain't got no dicks in my DM. I need this outside male attention. You
But I
just
mean, like, at the
whole
same
ass
time,
said
like,
you
she's
didn't want
like-
it.
Like her,
You don't make no
lane
sense.
Doesn't really
I think
like
she needs some
contribute to
attention
that
from
because she's a
I
celebrity
don't think
chef.
so. I really
Right.
think that it's not
Even
about
based
him.
off of that whole thing you just read there, she
But,
wants.
like, what I'm saying, though, like-
she lacks his attention.
She's
she never once asked for his attention.
Like she's not.
She said,
she's not in the lane to get that
She
attention.
said, I want attention from outside males.
She's not in the
I
lane to
heard
get that
part,
attention.
but this portion, whatever you just
What I read was talking about their sex life, but
all right. And then what was that right after? It was something else in there.
it went. We are sex having life, and I haven't had any attention from males. So that's just referencing the outside
I get
males.
what you said.
So my thing is the way that and since y'all are both women, tell me if I'm wrong. But the way that I look at it is, women are when like I can fuck somebody and not even think about them. Like I don't know you, my dick just gets like if I sit down too long, my dick gets hard. So like me fucking something ain't really nothing. But for y'all not gonna be sexually satisfied if y'all mental capacity ain't in line with the person that y'all being physical with.
That's a fact.
So if she's seeking outside male attention and that's what she wants to be validated by other males. No matter what Steph do in the bedroom, it's not gonna satisfy her because what she really want is outside male attention, which she not getting. So no, I can't satisfy you because what you want is somebody that's not me.
Essentially.
And then you put it on me. That's fucked up.
In the article, did it say like I'm specifically looking for outside male attention, or I'm just not getting it from my husband, so I'm sad?
She said I need male attention, plus not getting male attention. So the male attention is separate from the sex for her.
I feel like
she wants outside male attention. Yeah, that's what she says. That he has groupies, and she doesn't think that.
Like I can't let it go.
She misses not having male attention.
It's both.
Yeah, because I'm saying it has to be both.
I just can't let it go.
Well, first and foremost, like Marcus was saying, she's in an arena where she's appealing to like housewives and women and shit. Yeah, like she's not twerking her ass and doing all this shit to get male attention. Her audience is like moms or you know what I'm saying, whoever's at.
Yeah, she's a celebrity fucking chef. Like you don't get
that
attention
actually
being a celebrity chef.
Yeah, that actually made me think.
Housewives and moms and shit of that sort.
The motherfuckers that want to learn how to cook.
You're not even fucking famous. Your husband is famous, so you kind of get popping.
That actually made me.
And that's crazy shit because she has
because her husband got it. I was just about to bring that shit up.
You are envious of his fame, so you feel like you should have your own.
And that's crazy.
I want to do a cooking show.
She has a whole fucking cookbook. She has a whole fucking cooking line. They sell that shit at my store. But like I looked at that shit and I'm like,
see, that's not what it's about. It's not about.
I know about that.
It's about the fame and the groupies, and so she wants to transition that into fame, and that was like I said, that was the point. Like she's not in a lane where she's going to get that attention. She's a celebrity fucking chef. You're not going to get that attention being a celebrity chef. That's not something that comes along with that.
Right, like Giada De Laurentiis ain't out here.
Respect Steph.
That also, that was the point I made in the first place. Like people respect Steph, so you're not getting that
just
attention.
like just off niggas. Like we respect that nigga's game. We respect what he can do. So our respect for him is like we're not even stepping to that for what? Like we already know where you at, who you choosing up on. So all that is dead. So there's no real possibility of you leaving that. So what the fuck is the point? And plus, we already respect this nigga. Like that nigga a killer on the game. Right. And you know how niggas feel about like
he's going in the
NBA players, and not even like me myself, but just like people how they feel about like sports players or people that they look up to. They like, oh, you can't fuck with this bitch. Like,
that's
or the same thing with Nip.
That's probably not even a thought like to people though.
Exactly. Think about his girl.
Right. I can't think of no NBA player that I think of their wife.
Exactly that way.
Oh no.
Except for Gabrielle Union, but that's because you think
about her. I don't even think about her like that. Except for
because that's just Gabrielle Union.
Was popping on before she was with D Wade.
Just doing this is where I was like the smack.
Yeah, Ayesha Curry is definitely Steph Curry's wife.
I just fuck Gab.
Going to her page or none of that shit.
I don't look at her like.
Not to say nothing like that, but
she's attractive, but it's not like my thing.
Yeah, she's Steph Curry's wife.
In a different lane though.
I look at her shit and I'm like, yeah, she cool. You know, they had their kids.
Yeah, she's Steph Curry's wife. It's really sorry. Like, I don't know what she gonna do to not be Steph Curry's wife, but
I think that's a product though also of her not exploring who she is as a person.
They did get married super young.
Being with him when they got married super young.
Yeah, but somebody dove into that. They were talking about how like this could be a result of her not having like sexual experience or like sexual life before him. Like they were really like young and shit.
Because I know somebody
like she never experimented. She just got into the relationship and she was married. She never had those sexual experiences.
I know somebody like that though. That was like with their high school crush or whatever, and never had those experiences with another male.
Yeah, I know somebody like that. So like they don't know how to venture out and go get. You know what I'm saying? Like even dressing up for them is like a hard thing because they're so used.
Having experiences with different males.
I think it's important.
I do think it's important.
I don't know because like I remember.
I feel like it's important for males too though.
I don't know.
I feel like it's important for people. Period. Just to
I don't know.
Experience other people.
So I don't know. See, you said experience, but I'm speaking strictly sex. You think it's important
Well,
to
yeah, I'm
have
saying
sex with
experience,
other people?
I do feel like it's important just for the simple fact that, like, if you, let's say you have a situation where you're like, all right, this is my high school boo, and I get married, and I come out, and that's just the rest of my life, right? Some people are able to deal with that, but then some people are like, you get that question, like, what if I did this? I never had this experience. I never had that experience. And then that starts questioning your relationship. You start questioning things in your situation.
But do spirit experiences equate fucking? Because what if you've never had those experiences with your one boo, and you go out and have a plethora of experiences like going to places, new ideologies, new things like that. But my question, like I said, that's why my question is specifically to fuck. Do you think that you need to fuck multiple people?
No, I don't think you need to.
For women, no, I do not think that.
Okay,
for men,
so that's
probably.
What I was asking. So that's what I was asking. I was like, so not. I understand that you probably need to experience different relationships, different situations. That's just experiencing, gaining like knowledge and understanding of yourself and like how to respond and what you like, don't like. So mine was more like, do you feel like you need to fuck other people and have
I don't
that
feel like you
experience?
Need to,
like, is that what you need to be at?
People to get different experience. Like, I mean, in a situation, maybe, like for certain people,
I don't
think it's
I don't
a constant. Like, most people don't need to have that sexual.
I'm not gonna say need, but I really don't know. I'm not gonna.
At the same
say
time, you could be like, let's say you're like 5-6 years into a marriage, and you're like, maybe I want to try something different.
Right.
Maybe I want something different. Maybe I saw something that, like, you know, ignited my passion and whatnot. And then, like, your partner's not down with it.
Right. Are you going to go somewhere else? Yeah.
I was just about to say, when it comes
that
to
might
sex,
be a situation, but outside of that, like, I don't see it happening. Like,
if you let outside influences tell you what you want about sex and relationships, that's where the problem, I think, comes in. Because think about it, we always inundated with what a romantic story looks like, what sex should feel like, and it should always be this passion. And then the moment you don't feel those things, you think like, well, is there something wrong?
But what if she just looking at a porno?
Yeah, that's
she
like. That's the point I was
I just want to be fucked like this. My nigga always fuck me like this.
That nigga Steph do look like he fucked.
No more. I want
that nigga Steph only fuck missionary.
Can't do it.
You and
she never experienced that.
You've been married for
I don't know if it's a
years.
can't do. It's sometimes a nigga
Not saying
won't do.
Can't.
Yeah, that nigga Steph do only fuck
because
missionary.
Yeah, like it comes to a situation where you see something and you're like, oh, that.
I know. I had a couple that I used to live next to, and dude would always be at work, and so we shared a kitchen or whatever because it was in the Air Force, and so I would be in the kitchen, she'd be in the kitchen, and so I'd be going to the gym or whatever, and we'd end up having conversation, and so she would talk to me about how she would want rough sex and want to be fucked a certain way, and how he wasn't fucking her like that, like she wanted to be choked or fucked like more aggressively. But his respect level for women wouldn't allow him to do that. And so that was leaving her unsatisfied in a sexual relationship. So I can definitely get that where niggas are unwilling to do what's sexually proactive for women. So I can definitely see that. And now if your partner's unwilling to do that, I can see how you could want to venture out.
Right.
But I feel like if your partner is fully engaged and if you're like, hey, these are the new things I want to try. And he's like, I'm with it. Let's go.
I mean,
if it's something like that, that's different. I don't know what their situation is.
Yeah.
But something like that is different though. But in the mindset of that being the only person that you ever been with, and that is the case.
Like, I've dealt with that situation in general. Like, this one couple I know, like, they high school sweethearts, they got married and whatnot, but like the relationship, they were only married because they had a child, and then like the relationship fell apart after like I want to say about 3 years because they weren't compatible.
Yeah,
they only came together because of the child.
Kid, yeah.
I mean, they jointly raised a child, but now they're not together. Like, she done went off, she done got a whole new man, she on her own life, he done went on his own separate way, got a whole new life and whatnot. But like, the situation itself is just, I don't know. Like,
but in defense of Ayesha, I will say, and I'm not gonna pull. I don't like to pull this card a lot, but I did notice that like she did something that was pretty brave, even though I don't know if it was the
She
smartest
did. No,
thing.
definitely she
That's
did.
not really my place to say
She
if that was
did.
the smartest thing.
she whipped that shit out on the
Right.
red table. Like, I mean, if she was
Well-
gonna whip it out anywhere, it would have been red table though.
That's what I'm saying.
Brave
Like,
is a very
it's a hard, strong word.
Yeah,
I'm
it
like,
was a
I don't
real
know.
strong
I think it
situation.
was
That's
brave.
selfish.
For the fact it was selfish. I
It
didn't
was,
think of it like that.
but hold on,
I think
you
it was
have to think
brave.
about something though. Like every time, like this is something.
It would be brave if you address it with your husband and then y'all go to work on
And
that.
he said he did.
It's not
I don't
even
know if
that
that
though,
ever
like-
came.
But then
Like-
why would you embarrass your? If you
Because-
tell that story to the populace, to the world,
right.
you know that I'm a
She
public
shouldn't
figure,
have.
so you know
she
that.
shouldn't have added
Well,
that
here's
extra
my
part
thing.
in there.
Like, here's
Even
my
if you
thing,
tell
though,
that you
like-
want other male attention without the other part, let's say that don't happen. Let's say that's fake news. Let's say she just says she wants more male attention.
She shouldn't
Even
have did
with
that either. She
you've
shouldn't have.
now put that in the universe. You've given other people who potentially want to fuck with me more ammunition to just go, oh, your girl want niggas in their DM.
Right.
I didn't
Alright.
think about it like that.
Like
either,
you
but you right.
giving niggas license to be disrespectful and come to me in a disrespectful
right.
manner. And so why would you even put me in a position like that to be at a disadvantage, at a weakness? So you don't have respect for me. You don't have respect for our relationship. That's the sanctity that we should deal with and move forward. But you put that and broadcast to the world. So that's not brave.
Right.
That's very selfish. You thought about yourself and what you wanted to do and how you felt.
Not really, because she didn't
No,
dog her
no,
husband
It's
and
not
say,
about dogging, it's
Ayesha,
about
right.
what you.
I get
It's
what
not
you're
about
saying.
your
You have to
intent. It's about what
understand.
you allowed happening.
Every time
Because you didn't do that.
every
You could
time they
allow
hit the
other people
playoffs.
to criticize, disrespect, and come at me because you felt like something that was between me and you, something that's sacred in our relationship, and not even sacred, something that should be private in our relationship that's between me and you. You felt it was necessary for millions of people to know.
I feel like she talked with them before this. I feel like
No,
they
like-
had to have talked to each other before she said
The
that.
point I'm trying
She
to make
felt-
is,
But I
like,
can't.
She
I
looked
can't
real
say that
comfortable.
happened.
Like
I
the
feel like
thing-
it did. I feel
Yeah,
like
I think
she
she
like
was
replay
Shit,
stuff,
Steph
but
Curry's
she.
mom looked crazy.
Steph Curry's
Curry's
mom
mom
is
looked-
bad. All
yeah.
right, look.
Steph
I-
Curry's
I
mom
feel
looked
like-
Like,
real
hold on,
angry.
hold
I
on.
feel
have to
like
bring
they
up a whole
real
ass point
because
right here,
somebody
right?
said that right before they have a big game. She says that. I feel like that's kind of what
That's
Beyonce
the
and
point I
Jay
was about
Z
to bring
do.
up. Like,
Is that they
she
do that
does
shit for
this
publicity.
every fucking final season.
So
She
it
does
has to
like,
be for
she brings up,
publicity.
like, it's always something. Because last year it was a whole situation with it was that whole thing with
I
the girl,
remember you
chick looking
talking
at
about.
fucking Steph.
Yeah,
Like every fucking season, every time they get to the finals,
she said
there's a
something.
big
So that made
situation
me
with
think,
fucking
how is
Ayesha.
it not orchestrated
Every
that
time-
she
I feel like
comes
she's
out?
insecure because this is.
Nah, I feel like she do that shit on purpose.
I don't know. I think
At
it's,
this
I
point-
think it's on purpose, but I think it's because she's insecure.
I don't
Uh,
think so.
Around the
But
playoffs,
it's always
the-
when he's in the fucking
because
finals.
but think about it. The playoffs is probably the most heightened time
Yeah,
that your husband look at throughout the year. Yeah,
everyone's
he's looked at,
talking
but no
about
one's
Steph
really
now.
talking about Steph.
right.
Like, yeah,
All
they talk-
year
but
until
they're
the
talking about,
game,
but
right?
once it's the playoff, then it's only these few people.
And then the
It's,
crazy
these
shit
are the
is,
most important
he
things.
just had
Like,
that big dumbass.
oh,
game
he
last
about to
night, too.
win.
Yeah.
Is all this crazy
He
shit
about
that's
to get
super
all this
important.
attention.
He about to
Let me
get
give
all
me
this
And
some
people
attention.
gonna tune
Let
into
me
the
give me some
game
little
just to
attention.
see how you perform, because now
Let me
everybody's
give you a
like, well,
little bit
how's he
of
gonna
Triscuit.
perform?
No, that happened after you had
Let me
the
get
big
some
game.
Triscuit
All the
attention.
attention- Yeah. So what I'm saying is, I think that is
A little bit of
her
hummus.
insecurity of his attention, his getting those
The more attention at that
him
time.
getting the more attention
Right,
at this
right,
time
right,
that
right.
makes her feel more insecure, and so she feel like she needs to combat that and remind people that, hey, I'm still here.
Yeah.
It's not just Steph, it's Steph and Ayesha.
I will say, like, I think brave would be a strong word. I just don't know what other word to bring about. But I do think women
I
just
definitely
be
think she was brave.
do be
I think
so
she was kinda stupid,
stigmatized to
too.
just talk
To-
about
What
what
is
be going
alright,
on.
So tell me what's brave about it.
I
What's
don't-
brave about it is that
She
you
talked
just
about an
fucking
insecurity in her marriage.
was-
First of all,
honest in front of millions of people.
She
That was
on Red
really
Table,
honest
Like people,
But why does that
watch
make
people
her
watch
brave?
Red Table,
because a lot of people are afraid to be honest.
or they gonna talk about you. You're
A
gonna get all
lot of
this
people, I can't
backlash.
think it's not a lot of people, and maybe because they're smart to not put their business out there like that. But I don't think a lot of people would put that out there.
I guess
And
I don't look at
the
it as
fact-
like brave because I don't feel like you were doing it in a sense to work at it.
Well,
You weren't doing it with him. You weren't doing it in a setting where it's clinical and it's like, hey, let's address this.
mhm.
You were doing it in a chatty patty situation where we're, hey, because the next thing she's like, oh, that's because your radar isn't up. Your radar is that you know men is looking at you,
Mhm.
but guess who know? Your husband. Like, exaggerated, making it a whole, like, chatty patty, like, it's a spectacle now. So it wasn't really done in the sense to, like, address the issue.
I think she got comfortable. She thought she was talking to
The
some
homies.
girls, but forgot she was
talking
like,
to
for real, I really
Jada,
felt like she was just talking
Willow.
to some
But
girls.
I don't
Man,
think
whatever the fuck
admitting
Jada's
it
mama
to your
name
friends
is.
is as brave as admitting it to your therapist.
Well, no, It's not about admitting it to your friends. It's about admitting it on national.
But you
a
just said
national
she
platform.
got comfortable. So if she's not paying attention to that, she's just worried about.
So
I'm
that
just
part,
chilling.
no. So I'm saying that
So
part.
I took that out.
Admitting it to your friends would not be brave because you should be able to tell your friends things. In my opinion.
And so that's how I look at it. I feel like they were her friends. She got comfortable and she just said it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't
but
think that she was.
I think it was a brave moment. It doesn't mean that she was trying to be brave in the moment.
Yeah, because think about it. Women generally, well, not even women. I ain't gonna make it about women.
I guess I think
women
it's selfish, so I can't see it as brave because I feel like it's selfish.
Women and men don't generally get to talk about how they really fucking feel, and that was a real ass moment.
Oh no, I think
because we got those moments where we feel like we can't, if we don't live up to them sexual standards, we don't want to talk about it. We feel ashamed of ourselves. Like clearly, Steph is lacking. We lack, and no one really wants to. Everybody wants to talk about the happy moments in marriages, and then when you talk about the shitty moments in marriages, it's like, ooh, you talk about that there in public. Like, I think that was a good moment for them to say, like, our shit ain't perfect.
That he's lacking.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that it's fair to just put it all.
Not
on
lacking, but like.
Lacking.
You go through those moments, like, of course they got hella busy lives, and maybe his focus wasn't like it was when they first got together, and that's what she's missing. You know what I mean? Or even then,
selfish. At what point do you understand the totality of our lives and the things that we've done together to change things, and recognize that things have to change, and that we allow them to change?
I think my point is, like, labeling it as selfish, either good or bad, whether she did something great or something. The fact that she just said it and actually explored that my relationship is not perfect by any means.
It shouldn't be.
And I did something, and I'm sharing this with ladies, and maybe women around the world can identify with it. Good or bad, whatever she did, I think that people don't get a chance to explore these feelings. Just explore them. You ain't got to put a label on it, good or bad or indifferent.
I think that you should explore your feelings. I guess my thing is the setting that you do it in and the manner in which you do it, which kind of dictates.
And I think privacy is
so. Like, you're putting it out in the world instead of.
You didn't look like.
And my argument is that sometimes I think it's good to be transparent like that. That's all.
Transparent for the sake of what?
Just sake of transparency. Neither there, nor if she was trying to help or do or go anywhere.
So,
I don't.
Do you feel like? Do you feel it need to be transparent about your sex life on social media? Do you feel like need to be transparent about your sex life on social media?
No, that's my personal choice.
Exactly, but that's his personal. But
that's my personal choice. That's not her personal choice. Clearly, she just was like, I feel comfortable talking about it. All right, Alicia, cool. I mean,
I guess I look at it as like
Curry.
Maybe if they were both together and she had said that, and that was a unified front,
right?
But that's not necessarily only your business to tell. That's
a fact.
Our business.
That's a fact,
right.
But
because that involves me, and so for you to go and expose things that's between us on another setting is selfish to me. Because if we're doing it together and you just want to express those things, I can respect that. I'm gonna support you. I'm 110. We're right here because I know it's coming.
Right.
You give me that respect and that courtesy, but you just to go out and then now I have to deal with like, oh, this is what has been said. Why allow me to be blindsided?
I can understand why you say it was selfishness in that, because it definitely was. But I don't think that I really don't think her intention was to go out there and just be like, I'm about to be selfish.
Yeah, I think they talked about it or something.
I really
something
feel
happened
like
before.
She was comfortable
in the moment.
I really feel
like
she
planned
was
it or something.
Talking to them.
Yeah, like,
and she was saying it, and it was just fucking. She was saying what she was saying. It wasn't right. It wasn't what she was supposed to do. It was brave for her to be transparent. It was selfish to her nigga.
If he didn't know, I feel like he knows. Like, hey, babe, I got about this topic, and he was like, yeah, sure, I'm just a Trisket.
Shit, I mean, you never know how the relationship is, but
you never know. I don't know. Like I said, I don't
feel like it was something she just was like, I'm about to go out there and I'm about to talk about this shit. And
yeah,
I really don't, because when she was talking, I just felt like she got comfortable in the moment. I really just felt like she got comfortable in the moment.
I think she's smarter than that. What we giving her credit for?
Perspective of it, though, but shit.
I think she.
Ayesha Curry, people.
I don't know. She's smarter than that.
Good job.
She hasn't demonstrated.
I don't know if
she's smarter than that. So I'm not gonna
never know. I don't know.
Because I mean, like, she wouldn't attack women who decide to dress, or she said that women shouldn't dress the way that they want. They need to dress modestly.
Yeah,
and things
she
like
need
that.
to get the fuck out of here. With
I don't think that she necessarily is like cognizant of what she say. I think she just be saying shit.
And that could have been what the fuck was going on.
Yeah,
I'm just saying shit.
Yeah,
even if it's dumb.
Just saying shit.
Yeah, just saying shit.
The ramifications of that is fucked up.
Yeah. So I mean, but all she did was open up the door for the world to give their opinions.
Her dick.
So
I just what it is.
Yeah, that's the only reason I'm not out here talking about some.
Yeah,
Yeah, last night y'all just got a 10-inch all in my fucking face. Like, you inviting the good and the bad.
Yeah,
I'll say some crazy shit.
Nah,
don't get me wrong. I say some crazy shit, but it's not personal. Like, yeah, somebody just fucking nah, or I'm not telling nobody what you should do.
That whole tongue in my booty hole.
Yeah, or I'm not even telling like you should dress like this or.
But no, and so that's my thing. It's like I don't know if she's necessarily cognizant of like.
She may not be. She really may not be.
Yeah, some people don't.
And he may just continue to put up with it. Like that just may be how she is.
That's
he
my
just,
wife.
Like, that's
my wife. Look, this nigga over here.
He probably mad, but he like, damn,
what's
you
that
always do this stupid ass shit.
What's
man.
that mean? With that nigga smoking that cigarette and he's sweating, he's he done. Like,
I'd be so.
That's
like,
my nigga
I'd
stuff.
Be embarrassed. Like, as her husband, I would be embarrassed.
Hell yeah.
Like,
no, hell yeah.
Hell
Hell yeah.
Comment, like if that's what she
hell
really
yeah.
said, like
hell yeah.
I'm gonna have niggas in the playoffs talking about, oh, you can't even satisfy your wife while I'm on the court just so they can get in my head. Like,
that's why men are so upset about it because they putting themselves in their shoes. They're insecure about that shit too. Like, what you mean, bitch? I give you the best.
It's not even that I give you the best because I realistically understand that there might be a nigga.
But some niggas don't know that.
Better. It's just I'm not upset because I feel like I should have been better. Mm-hmm. I'm upset because you felt like it was cool to disrespect this. Mm. And that level of disrespect isn't okay. And if you feel comfortable doing that, you're going to do that again. You feel comfortable enough to expose this level of our business. Because you love me and you care about me, and the way that you're going to treat me and get over that isn't the way that other people love and care about me. So they're going to use those things that you love, care about, and cherish and get past. They're going to keep those things, and they're going to turn things to hurt me. Or things that they hold against me. And that's what you put me in a situation to deal with. And so I guess that's why I look at this stuff. It's like, you put me at a disadvantaged situation for the sake of yourself. And so regardless of it being brave for you, for us, it was selfish. Because now you worried about you and a situation where we married and we supposed to be an us. It's no longer just a you. It's a unit situation. We got 3 kids now. Shit.
That's pretty good points.
But no, I don't know. I'm done with this. I don't care about Ayesha.
Oh, the great How to End the Fucking Way podcast. I'm fucking done.
I mean, I was done with Ayesha.
Oh, I thought you was done with the whole party.
No, I just
fuck this. Bye.
I'm done with this shit.
Click.
Fuck this episode. We over.
Fuck all of it. It's done. Anyway, I don't have any more.
You said you ain't got no more. How you going got no more? You second. You ain't first, you last.
I'm done. Bloop. I'm done. And
you ain't got no
out
more?
of here.
Stop. No more.
Why?
Nah, I mean we already at the 2-hour mark, and I know that Alicia gotta go home. And I knew that Met Gala stuff was gonna be pretty long, but I gotta tell y'all.
You wait for her to come back downstairs. She had just spread out the world. Yeah, that bitch was kind of like just swinging.
It was coming off.
He was swinging that bitch around and just swinging. Just a little bit of sock on top. You hear the door squeak.
With a cat. Fucking cat, bro.
Did you know Joe Budden and Santa Santana broke up?
Oh damn, we weren't supposed to cover that shit, wasn't we?
Weren't they married though?
They were engaged.
Oh, okay. I thought they got married.
Because he unfollowed her?
They unfollowed each other.
I follow Sam on Twitter.
Wait, did we talk about this?
No, it literally just happened.
I talked about this with somebody.
You talked about somebody, not us though.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I don't even know who Sin is.
We talked about it on the phone for a quick
He
second.
Hispanic.
Hispanic?
Yep.
I didn't know. I wasn't hip before that though.
Yeah.
Fuck this hoe is. I'm
Shoot,
sorry.
I don't even know who she is.
Alright, I'm sorry.
No, Joe Budden is though, right?
Yeah.
Joe.
But, did they unfollow each other first and then announce that they wasn't engaged no more? Or is it still
So-
Have
speculation?
they actually announced it?
So what
That's
happened?
what I'm wondering.
So I'll tell y'all this time. Hold on.
Well, they asses probably ain't even fucking break up. Niggas just unfollowed each other.
Hey, babe, you want to do something?
We about to fuck them up with
Did
this
they
one.
have a fucking kid recently?
Yeah, they
They
have
have
a
a whole
baby.
ass kid?
Yes. Yes, they
All
have.
right.
Nah, that
I'm just
happened.
making sure I wasn't tripping. They just had a baby.
Joe Budden is aggravating. I don't know why. I
Joe
would
Budden
never
is
date
my
that
nigga.
I would never date him.
Yo,
I don't
he-
know.
Like he's the
Oh,
most
the
non
baby is so
PC.
cute.
Like he is the most non PC ass
see how
person I
cute
can
the baby
find.
is? I
And I'm
love
all about the
babies.
non PC this
When they're
year.
not mine.
Bishop Jones, non PC 2019.
Oh, shit.
Out of here.
Nah, I don't see him.
So
Nah, he
that's
is fucking
him.
Abraham Lincoln beard.
Nah, hit him with that Pharrell hat though. I'm gonna be hot.
But yeah, so they broke up and it's over now. It's over. It's over.
How long was they
now.
together?
Move over.
I don't know, like a year or so. They had a kid, maybe 2.
Oh, well, I was about to say,
Wanna
I
marry
don't think
you,
they've been together,
girl?
but shit, if it's only a year or so.
They was
It
engaged.
might be
If
2.
they do get together, then
It might be 2 or so years. I don't know for real, cause they got a kid. He almost.
Yeah, they got a whole.
He might be a
baby
year
together.
now, almost or close to it. I don't know. I don't know. Niggas got together. I'm gonna be real honest. Maybe 2017.
okay.
So maybe 2
He
years.
be tweeting some shit sometimes, man.
Either way,
So I don't know what happened, but he did confirm that they did break up on his podcast. Said she moved all her stuff out the house.
damn. Hopefully they get back right though.
What's the tea on it? What they say why they break up? What's the gossip? No gossip.
So Joe Budden basically on his live pod when he's doing this podcast tour was like, he's like, she just moved all her stuff out the house, but I was like, fuck it, there's probably not enough space here. She just needs more room.
Only
He's
Joe.
like, but she never said that she wanted to break up. And so
But
a
she
fan
just moved that
tweeted,
shit out.
"Can you break up without saying it?" And so she replied to the fan with like, "Actions speak louder than words. People have months broken up and don't even know it, but God revealed all the truths."
Oh, she on that Ayesha Curry.
Did you
She
say
al-
months?
She already. That's I'm like she
Months.
already broke
She
up.
said
Say
months.
months?
Yeah.
This
No,
nigga
they-
ain't know this? Like,
Right.
I ain't got no bitch no more. What the fuck?
He chilling.
Oh,
He
that
tried to ask her to
mean-
bring
that mean
home
he
some
wasn't-
milk.
He wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
Hey,
Like,
hey,
hey,
Sam,
babe.
man, bring me some milk.
Hey, we ran out of milk and bread. Bring it when you get home. This bitch
You gonna
over
drink
here
all the
riding.
milk?
She riding 10-inch pipe talking about the fuck you talking about, Joe?
Milk.
She said 10-inch pipe though.
Milk.
Milk.
Give me milk. I got some milk.
Milk.
for
Text
you.
Right.
me, nigga. We what? When you get my last text message, what you
Nigga,
mean?
home. What's that? Nigga, I'm just that's storage for my shit, nigga.
You ain't noticed the closet was empty. This nigga just came home, rubbing his chest and shit. Woke up in the morning. You know how they do? Yeah. Baby. Yeah. Baby.
Hey, baby, that milk.
All right.
Hey, you brought that milk home, right?
Where the bacon at?
I don't
Shit.
live here.
I got some Fruit Loops.
And I ain't got no milk. I'm trying to eat.
Cocoa Puffs.
You got
Why
some
don't-
warm pussy.
You got some warm
No.
pussy, and I like it.
Like, come back home.
Why you
I
leave?
need that warm.
We got other topics.
No, we done. Raptors lost.
You said what?
Raptors lost because they couldn't fucking close out. And
Fucking
fix.
Raptors. What the fuck are y'all doing? Like, see, this is my issue with the Raptors.
Yeah.
This is why Kawhi.
They gonna make me
Kawhi
lose
is leaving.
$20. I'm gonna be
Get the fuck
mad.
out of Toronto, bro.
All right, we done with this.
Yeah, we out.
All right, this has been
Y'all
a
start ranting
motherfucking
off
controversy
sports.
podcast.
I started eating
We got-
Chipotle.
With your mind
Right, she picked
unwind.
up her whole bowl and
She over there
started
getting naked. She pulled out a whole titty,
the whole
and we
titty,
done.
though. She said, "Fuck the bra."
I like
Stop.
the titties.